What's up, Amanda? How's it
Hi.
going?
Hi,
Good.
Amanda.
How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
How's everything going?
It's going. it's going. It's life, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do know how it goes.
Right.
Did you guys have any trouble finding the place?
Not really. No, it was just a lot of curving.
There's a lot
A
of
lot
that.
of the
Mhm.
roads looked exactly the same. Same
Yeah.
looking houses,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
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 The
But it's nice.
little boxes thing.
Yeah.
That's just the city for you, though. It's pretty much everywhere, and like Mom L, it's just everything looks the same.
Yeah, they all look the same. Those little subdivisions.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
neighborhoods.
Yeah, we saw that first little guardhouse coming in, and my mom like stopped in the middle of the road because she thought it was the one. It's not the right road. Keep going.
Yeah, that's
No.
funny.
Uh,
We've had a couple people say that like they had trouble finding it, just I guess because it's so back away from everything.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I always wonder.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just a lot of stuff looks alike.
Yes.
So, but it's really not too bad.
It's easy to get lost, but I feel like once you find it, like
Mhm.
it's pretty easy.
For sure.
Yeah.
To come back,
Cool.
Yeah. It's not bad.
not too shabby.
Amanda, go ahead and introduce yourself. What are you into? What's your deal? What you do?
Oh goodness. Well, I do makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I don't really call myself a makeup artist per se because I'm not like licensed and all that stuff, you know. But
makeup enthusiast.
yeah, it's just an enthusiast, you know.
Yeah.
It's just a hobby, but yeah, I don't know, like makeup, special effects
Mhm.
kind of stuff. Lots of horror and fantasy inspired things. I love cosplay. I don't really get to cosplay much myself, but I love that.
This,
I don't really know.
Yeah, dude. This stuff on your Instagram is like it's bitching,
you
dude.
Thank
got
you.
some
This shit is
wild
crazy
ass looks,
cool.
man.
Thank you.
Like,
I worked pretty hard on it.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm doing my 31 days of Halloween stuff right now. Like I work on it ahead of time, so that way it's done.
mhm.
And then start uploading it the first day of October. And looking at the stuff that I did last year compared to what I'm doing this year, I'm like,
Ish.
man, I've really I've gotten pretty good. You know?
That shit is
Like,
crazy to me. Like,
I think
Thank
pretty
you.
good
Oh
is
my
a
God.
bit of an
Yeah,
understatement.
right?
Like that shit is
like the viewers,
killer.
yeah, if they can see this right now, and they, I'm sure they'll be just as awestruck as we
well,
are.
thank you.
Yeah, if you're just listening, you definitely need to go look at some of these looks.
Yeah, at the Painted Corpse on Instagram.
Because
Yeah.
some of these are crazy. Where do you get like the inspiration for some of them, or for any of them?
Most of it, I mean, a lot of my inspiration comes from other artists on Instagram. Just like there's such a great creative community on there. Some horror movies, some anime,
Mhm.
video games, and then other just random stuff I come up with in my head that I'm like, let's see what this looks like once I put some makeup to it.
What's like the average amount of time it takes to pull together a look?
So y'all are gonna think I'm kind of crazy for this, but if it's like an SFX kind of thing,
Mhm.
it takes me around 6 hours.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've-
some of those
I've
it
spent-
definitely looks like there's
Yeah,
that much
for
time.
sure.
Yeah,
in
I've
them.
spent upwards of, I think, 9 or 10 hours on something
Oh
was
my
the most that I
God.
spent. But, like, my normal glam kind of stuff, that's, like, 3, roughly. But a lot of that is the mirror that I have is, like, 10,000 times magnified. I mean, you can see every pore. You can see the flaws of your soul in it. So, just being that zoomed in, it takes me forever to, like, blend stuff out. But, yeah, the more theatrical stuff, that will take me like 6-8 hours. Like,
I like your Babadook look.
thank
That's
you.
fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of a last minute, like, okay, I need one more Pride look. What am I gonna do? And then I'm like, why haven't I done the Babadook?
Yep.
Like
Babadook is a
that.
Pride icon,
Yes,
actually.
yes.
I
Like,
just found that out like last week. I was like, what?
Yeah.
cool.
It's like that's what I need to do right
Mhm.
there. So, but yeah, it's just a mix of stuff. But yeah, looking at what I did last year, I'm kind of proud of how far I've come.
Yeah,
what
for
I've
sure you
done,
should
know?
be, dude.
And I've got some really cool stuff planned for this year's Halloween. Like,
Uh-oh.
I've done about 12 looks so far, and
Mhm.
I've got the rest of the 31 to do. But I'm really excited to show everybody what they are because You're
You
looking good.
You're gonna do one for each day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, so I started on let's see, last month sometime, because last year I didn't start until the end of August, and ended up doing my last look the day before Halloween. Had a complete like nervous breakdown. I'm like, what have I done?
Well, you probably can't tell in the picture.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
right before this picture was taken, she
I was a mess.
screaming internally, possibly externally.
Both. Yeah, so this year I'm like, okay, I'm starting in July, and if I don't, this is never going to get done. So that's what I did, and I'm almost halfway through, thankfully.
So what are your like you said like you get inspired from like horror movies and stuff like that. What kind of movies? Like what are your biggest probably inspirations?
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill?
Well,
Ooh.
movie and video game, but
Okay.
mostly video game. But
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, for sure.
Way better than the movie.
yeah. The video game's way better than the movie, but the movie did have some pretty cool looking, like the nurses and everything.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah.
looked really
Dude,
cool.
put together a pyramid head look.
I want
That
to.
would be
I want
awesome.
to. That's on one of my cosplay
Yeah.
lists. Is to do like a female, like a gender bent pyramid head. You know,
That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
eventually.
I've seen a few. I've seen a few that have been done really well too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've seen a few that you can definitely tell they did not spend 6 to 10 hours.
Yeah. It would be very time consuming. Just making the helmet. I mean,
Yeah.
gosh, but it'd be really cool. I really want to do that at some
Absolutely.
point.
What kind of materials do you use for like the extra stuff like that? I mean, obviously the makeup for like you know, when that calls for it, but like the effects of that gore right there.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do you use for that?
So the edges of that, it's just liquid latex and cotton. And the latex I got off Amazon for $10. You know,
Really?
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you really don't have to spend that much on this stuff. Like, of course, the quality of something from like Ben Nye or Mayron is going to be a lot better, but if you're just, you know, doing it for fun, $10 on Amazon, it's great. And cotton, just cotton balls and liquid latex. I have the base of that painted with just black paint, but the blood I actually make myself from like corn syrup and red food coloring, just
so
to
cool.
you know, keep it cheap DIY.
Dude, yeah,
you know?
those like those edges look awesome, dude.
Thank
Like,
you.
Everything looks fucking awesome.
Thank
That's
you.
super intense.
Yeah, it takes a lot of practice. It's not that hard once you kind of get the hang of it, you know, but it does take some practice getting used to how to like manipulate the latex and everything,
Right.
because it's all sticky, and then you're getting cotton all over your fingertips and sticking to your hair, and so it takes a little practice. But
Do you watch Face Off?
I've seen a couple of seasons, but it has been a while.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
What
It's
is
like
Face Off?
it's just like movie effects. Like it's a kind of like a competition, like I don't know, like American Idol or some other shit. But it's like movie effects. But yeah, hold on.
Like
let me
they
see.
create like monsters and
Yeah.
prosthetics, like full face prosthetics and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Is
Here.
it like the same people doing it, or is it like
They bring on different people every season.
Yeah, like different judges and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like they bring in some of the big gurus in like the movie industry and everything.
Like of course they have to like make it dramatic and like all this shit, but the looks they come out with are usually pretty fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
like a contest show?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
competition
Mhm.
type thing.
Movie effects makeup competition.
Yeah, and some of them they have to do like full head to toe
Mhm.
transformations on these people, and
Yeah.
I mean it's
shit.
insane.
Like here, these are fucking crazy. They had to make this whole. Oh well, I can't zoom up anymore on that. Like she's like a salad woman, kind of. I'm sure she's like some kind of nature goddess, but
Salad
Yeah.
woman.
yeah, she looks like a salad woman, salad mermaid. Yeah.
Is that who
Great.
did them? Standing right there beside
Uh-huh.
him?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And they'll do these like weird morphs of like.
Mhm.
They'll show the person's face before and after they put the makeup on them. It's real cool. I'd recommend checking
Yeah,
it
I
out.
think it's on Hulu. Maybe
Is it?
or-
Ooh.
It's on one of the streaming channels.
Yeah. If
to
you just have
watch,
like cable or like, you know, satellite, it's on Sci-Fi
Yeah,
and it's fucking awesome.
it's really cool. I've
Mm-hmm.
had
pretty
people
killer.
that have told me, they're like, you should go on Face Off, but competition's not my thing.
I get that for sure.
That's
yeah.
way too stressful.
Because that and like just reality TV in general is so like overproduced
Yeah.
and fake and
Mhm.
all this shit. It's like, come
Yeah.
on.
I think
it's not
they-
even worth it.
From what I understand too, a lot of those reality shows they'll put people under like extremely stressful
Oh yeah, like
situations
Oh,
awful
yeah.
conditions.
just to
Oh,
make
yeah.
more like
Mm-hmm.
show energy.
And
Yep.
they'll ask them very like loaded questions just to
Mhm.
get like, you know, clips out of them and saying, oh,
Mhm.
you know, that like crazy shit, whatever.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they don't give a shit who you are. Or
Right,
your talent,
exactly.
Really. They're just
Mhm.
trying to
We
make
need the
TV.
ratings. We
Yeah.
need the ratings.
Exactly.
They just want
That's,
people
that's
to
all they
watch.
care
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
But I mean, this show isn't too like dramatic in the sense of people like talking shit to each other. It's just like dramatic and like, oh, will they get it done in time? Who
Mhm.
knows? It's every fucking episode.
and that is
like
what
that.
would stress
Right,
me
right,
out
exactly.
because I mean just the stuff that I do I feel takes me long enough
Right.
that if I had to do a full face like
Mhm.
turning someone into an alien kind of thing I would just
It's crazy.
I'd be melting on the floor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No fucking way. Could
no,
I, do that.
I am not doing that.
Is it
Plus,
more
I feel
diff-
like it's different, like working on yourself than working on
Mhm.
other people.
That's
Because
what I was
people
saying.
ask me all the
Yeah.
time, they're like, "Can you do my makeup?" I'm like,
Is it that different for real? Like
It
that's what I was
is,
saying.
yeah.
It is. Even the way
Yeah.
that you hold your tools are different too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh.
Like everybody has, different facial features and eye
Mhm.
shapes and skin textures and stuff, and it's just, I mean, it's stressful. And plus, like I've been asked to do a couple of like wedding makeup, and that's obviously not my thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Have you
I'm
seen my
like-
Instagram?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like,
I mean, if you want to look like you have your face peeled off at your wedding, I could do
yeah,
that.
I mean, if you
You should
if
do
you want to
that.
be if you want to be
That
a
would be
skeleton or
crazy.
something for
Yeah.
your wedding,
That would
then
be
I-
fucking
then I might
crazy.
be your girl,
Yeah.
but. But they just want like the natural glam kind of thing. I'm like, that's not my thing.
Mhm.
So no, but just the thought of it just stresses me out.
Yeah, yeah.
and especially with weddings because you've got the pressure of like
Right.
from the bride's going through all this stuff to get her wedding perfect, and
And at least,
just,
like,
ugh.
yeah, if you're working on yourself, like, if you mess up, it's like, okay, I did
It's
it on
cool.
me. But if
Yeah.
you mess up on somebody else, it's a bigger deal.
Oh
And
yeah.
then if you don't actually mess up on somebody else, but they don't actually like what you've done,
Right.
because they're like,
Uh-huh.
there's so many people that are like, just make my makeup look like you, and then you put on 3 layers, and they're
Mhm.
Yeah.
like, wait, this is so much makeup. It's like, well, but that's what
That's
I'm
what-
wearing.
Yeah,
like,
you
that's
told
what
me
you
that.
wanted.
Yeah.
No.
you know.
Yeah, so
get that
it's
for sure.
it's difficult, and then doing something on that kind of scale
Mhm.
on those different
Mhm.
people and under the time constraints. Like, I mean, I applaud the ones who do compete on that show. I mean, that
Absolutely.
is fantastic, but not my cup of tea.
Yeah. Well, it takes so much too because they have to like cast people's faces. They have
Mhm.
to, make these things perfectly tailored to their body,
Mhm.
and if it weighs too much, it'll fucking fall
Yeah.
off. Whatever.
And that makes me so nervous. I eventually, one of the projects that I have is I want to start making masks for a certain project. It's related to a video game.
Oh,
It's about
really?
masks.
Huh?
You know?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an older one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Does it have to do with a legend of
yeah,
some sort? Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
got you.
So in order to do that, I need to get a cast made of my whole face
would
to
be-
to build on and stuff. And
That would be amazing.
I'm kind of claustrophobic, so
Yo, those are scary. They just give you the
Yeah.
nose holes.
yeah,
and,
you have to like
that's
put
it.
straws up your nose so you can breathe and
Mhm.
stuff.
And then
Yeah,
they just
breathing's
put
important.
they just put like cast
It's
all
plaster,
over your face.
yeah.
Let me
and
see if I
it's-
can.
You have to like grease your brows down so they don't rip out and stuff. And
Yeah.
it just, but
Oh.
the thought of like
Oh.
having plaster just on my face for however long that takes, makes me so
Hey,
nervous.
Randy. What do we do about this here?
Just click
Oh,
on
no.
click on that. Just give it a second. I don't know what the deal is.
That's fun.
It's me.
It's you.
It's me.
Huh.
It's
Well.
just give it a second. It's
'Kay.
fine. It'll come back.
Yeah, but yeah, face casting.
I don't
Yeah.
think it would be that bad. Surely it doesn't take that long to
In
dry.
in my mind, it's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Because it's like
Yeah.
it's just like something you can't open your eyes.
Mhm.
You're just stuck.
You
You're
can't
just stuck
talk.
there. Yeah.
So if you're like panicking, you can't
Yep.
say, "Hey, done. Cut this thing
You
off
can
of
maybe
me."
muffle it
Yeah.
out, but
Yeah.
it's suspect.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to do it if I want to get it
Dude,
done. It's
that
just
will be
it's just
fucking
the
amazing if you
mental
do it, though.
hurdle of getting past that.
You only got to
eventually.
do it once.
Yeah,
It
that's
would
true.
probably be worth
Unless
it.
I break it.
That's
Once I drop and break it, then I've
That's
got to
true.
go back and do the whole thing
That's
over
true.
again.
You just have to be super careful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Eventually,
Mhm.
I've had it in mind for like a year and a half now,
Mhm.
so it'll happen eventually.
Gotcha.
What kind of materials would you use to do something like that? Like to do a whole mask?
For me, I would probably do a lot of latex and cotton just because it's cheap.
Mhm.
It's what I know to work with and stuff. But I want to learn how to do like the professionals. They have the clay and then they mold the clay and sculpt
Mhm.
it with the little tools and stuff, and then putting like silicone or something on top of it and everything, and then painting it. Like I would like to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
So if I figure that out before I start working on that project, I might do that. But it'll probably just be like latex and cotton.
Mhm.
'Cause cheap.
Cause cheap.
Because
Yeah.
cheap.
Why go all out when you don't need to?
Exactly.
You'll have to keep trying to click up there until
Okay.
it comes back.
Yeah, we do not have internet on this laptop.
Just kick it off and then kick it back on and it'll come back. But you got to keep trying it.
Okay. Turn Wi-Fi on.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that would be a really cool one though.
Yeah. It'll happen one
That's-
day.
That was one of my favorite games
Mhm.
growing up.
Mhm.
It's one of the
Yeah.
better ones.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
so good.
And I feel like I can make it pretty creepy too. Like that's my thing is I
Absolutely.
want to make it kind of creepy.
It wouldn't
you
be too
know?
hard
Yeah.
with that game for
Yeah.
sure. 'cause
Yeah, that
game
one's on the
is-
creepier side.
Yeah.
for
And then
sure.
the four that transform the character into a different character,
Mhm.
you know, I want to do full cosplay of those.
like the
full head to toe cosplay for
Yeah,
those four.
Like the,
yeah.
uh-huh. Yeah,
Mhm.
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We're about to get back on track here, folks.
I'm telling you, it's me.
There we go. Jeez.
I'm cursed.
You scrambled our Wi-Fi.
I know.
Let's see if I can get it on someone's face here.
Scrambled our Wi-Fi and poisoned our water supply.
Yup. It was all me.
Oh my god.
That girl down there at the bottom, she doesn't look too bad. Like getting ready for it.
Here?
No, that looks kind of awful.
Yeah.
The one on to the
That's
left
what
there.
I picture.
That looks terrifying. Look at this. That looks like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Someone's putting like cement on this woman's face. Jeez.
Yeah, it looks terrifying to
I think
me.
it's because in theory we could all sit here and like be fine, but if somebody forces you to have to sit there and
Right.
like do nothing, then it's like,
Mhm.
what do I do?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
Because, I
What?
mean, at least whenever I'm, like, say, getting tattooed or getting my hair done, I can, like, scroll through my phone or
Mhm.
something. But
Yeah.
it's like with that, you got to keep your eyes shut.
Yes.
And you can't talk.
You're pretty much gone for the world for
you
like
either fall
a couple
asleep or
hours.
you're stuck with your thoughts.
yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
Ugh. No thanks.
Spooky, edgy.
That looks like a corpse. I don't
Yeah.
It's terrifying. I want to see how long
like. Is
it
that
takes.
SFX? Because
I need to see how long it takes to dry.
Yeah.
Because doesn't seem too cool.
we're
I
getting
mean,
you
that's-
mentally prepared right now for it.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
we're about to break this out. We have it in the next room.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're just
Doing
going
it
to
on
talk
the
about
show.
how
Today's the day that I die.
We're just going
It's
to
been
talk
nice
about how
knowing y'all.
terrifying it is before you're going to do it. You know,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Let's see here. See if it
Completely
tells you how
psych me
long.
out.
Yeah. How long does it take? Okay.
Yeah,
So
see, that's not
you need
that
to
bad.
just relatively still for 45 minutes,
Oh,
about
God.
half
That's
an
a
hour.
That's
Long
way too long.
time.
That is way too long.
I mean,
Yeah.
tell you what, if I had that on my face, I'd just like I'd put on an album and just kind of chill out for a minute.
where are
Yeah.
you
and
putting
then,
this
you know,
album?
where
Are
am
you
I
plugging
playing
it in your ears? Because you can't. You don't have ears.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
It's just your face.
they're not.
No, well, for some of them.
I mean, if you're
Yeah.
doing like a full head, like you're doing a
Yeah.
cowl and you're doing a mask, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay.
just a mask, so you're just doing it on your face. I can hear, whatever album I choose.
Or just put your Spotify on
Yeah, shuffle.
on shuffle and
Yeah.
just let it roll. Blast it.
I thought it was like an hour or two.
That's not.
That's
So,
close
yeah.
enough.
That's
It's
not that
close
bad.
enough to an
That's
hour.
like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class. I'm not into
Yeah.
that.
yeah. Yeah.
Don't talk about classes right now. Actually. Shit.
When does
Oh,
that
man.
start?
Thursday. I go back
Oh.
to classes on Thursday.
You know
I
what
just-
happens on Friday though?
Huh?
You know what happens on Friday
What
though?
happens on Friday?
My birthday.
Your
Yay!
birthday!
You guys Now you guys are saying these times like they'll make a difference.
Oh,
They'll
they
be
won't.
way past by the time
I'll
this
be
comes
old
out.
by the time this airs.
Yeah, that's true.
I will be 5 years older.
Yeah.
Actually.
That's fair. Yeah.
So those things are already happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm already.
basically.
I've already aged.
Yeah, you know.
She's old. You're in school.
Yeah, my beard's
Yeah.
all gray, you know.
Hopefully, I have my degree by then.
You've already been plastered.
Yeah.
Are you going back to school soon, or?
I do online classes.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
thankfully, I don't have to interact with the public
Yes.
in that sense or
That's-
wake up
yes,
early.
that's-
I'm very happy.
But yeah,
I'm very happy we relate on that level.
What are you
Yeah.
going for?
Game art and development.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, although honestly, I don't know if that's what I want to do. We're just kind of like, okay, I need to go to school. I need to go to online school.
Mhm.
What interests me? And I'm like, okay, this interests me the most out of all of the options, so I'm just going to go for it and see what happens.
So with game art, are you more into like sprites or like 3D models or like?
I don't really know. A
You
little
don't
bit
know?
of everything, I guess, because
That's
I
cool.
haven't quite figured it out yet. I just kind of dove into the program.
Mhm.
You know, it has courses that interest me, like there's like creature development and character design and environment design and
That's
stuff.
sweet.
And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
well, that's
cool.
something I'd want to learn
Yeah,
how to
for
do.
sure.
So
Well, I'm sure that helps with your like makeup and stuff.
yeah,
too.
yeah, I figured that too, especially like the creature classes. You
Mhm.
know, like I think that would really help me with developing like more.
Original characters?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
word.
I got you.
Those are
Yeah.
good. Those would be good classes for sure. Is there? I guess I'm sure at some point they probably delve into the technological side of like.
Not yet. No, I just started
Mhm.
school in May, so I'm still in my core classes right now. But I'll start taking like the more tech and art classes. I think
Yeah.
next semester
I'm
or
sorry.
so. But
Core
it's
classes are awful.
Oh,
They're
I'm
so,
curious.
So
fucking
bad.
I'm curious
They
at how
suck
much,
so
like
much.
the classes like that, like the more tech side, how long those will be relevant for.
yeah.
Ah.
Because I know a lot of people in like audio engineering and stuff like that. Usually by the time you're out of school, it's completely obsolete.
Really?
They've already moved on to something else.
Like
Yeah.
new programming, or like just they don't need audio engineers anymore. Like people
No,
do
like
it
the
themselves
the
more.
technology that goes
Okay,
into
like the
uh,
hardware is like obsolete from what they learned.
hardware, software.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Well.
So it's a little uncertain, but
But at least you
No.
kind of have that background.
yeah,
it's good
yeah.
they're giving you
I think
the-
it'll help me somewhere.
Yes,
you know,
for
It's
sure.
good they give you
somehow.
that core part where it's almost storytelling
Mm-hmm.
to give you that's a good skill for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do a video game class in high school and I hated it.
No.
I thought it would be really cool, but then it got into like coding and like this and that, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. See,
don't
I didn't
understand
mind
this
that
shit
too
at all.
much, but
I
we
just
didn't.
didn't get it.
Yeah, we didn't have any video game courses in
Yeah.
my high school. I kind of
Yeah,
wish
same.
we did, but like the multimedia stuff
Mhm.
and like making
Yeah.
PowerPoint and making website and stuff.
I was into
thought
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
loved it. I thought it
yeah.
was fun. So I'm like, okay, well, I might be able to do this. Like, I'll
Yeah.
figure something out with this, But
I'm old, so we just had typing and like Excel class,
Did you have typewriter class or
typewriter class.
how to
Then it
write in a
was
fancy font on the
super lame.
typewriter?
I was like, this is stupid. Computers don't mean anything.
And now look at you.
Look at me
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
Now
Making
I-
a business off a fucking computer.
Now I
Yep.
struggle to put together a studio and keep the internet running. Should have taken those classes.
Yes,
a
sir.
little bit more seriously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how they get you.
Yep.
Should have known.
Shit, no. The future is now, old man.
So have you done much like much like effects makeup stuff and then like taking it out and about?
No.
No.
No. Some people think I'm kind of crazy because I just like do this and then take the pictures and then just kind of take it off.
Really?
Yeah. Because for one, I don't really have anywhere to go.
I will
Like,
do my
go to-
weird makeup and then I'll go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's I do that on purpose too. Like I won't go somewhere like out, but I'm like I'm gonna take this to the grocery
Mhm.
store, and I look like a clown, but we're gonna do it anyway.
I'm sure they've seen weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird
Well,
shit
I don't
out
know.
there.
Out here in Maumelle, I'm probably like the only
yeah.
black person, and then I'm out like,
And then you've got,
in, like
like-
full clown garb.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a little much.
Be a little
yeah.
much, yeah. I mostly do this stuff at night. I'm kind of a night owl, so and plus it's like quieter. Everybody else in the house is asleep, so I can just do my own thing and nobody messes with me. So I'll stay up all night and work on this and like take it off at like 4:00 in the morning or something. So there's really nowhere to
haven't
go.
you haven't taken it to like Comic-Con or anything like
I
that?
haven't been to any conventions.
Oh,
No.
really?
Yeah, I've never been to. I've
Wow.
only been to like one tattoo convention. That's it.
Is,
I've not been.
See?
Yeah, I want to go,
Did
but
Comic-Con already come here? Or is it coming?
I
I
think
think
Arkansas
it's-
Comic Con already came.
Did it?
Yeah, I
There's-
think it was early.
there's
August.
one next
Because
month.
I think they had Pam Grier there or something like
Wait,
that.
that's right.
There's one. It's like the first or second weekend of September is one of them. I don't remember if it's like Comic Con or
mhm.
if it's.
There's one coming up because the lady that voices Peggy Hill is gonna be
Yeah.
there.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
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 That's cool.
I think who else is gonna be there? Is
There's
Sean
a-
Astin gonna be there?
Yeah, I think he's gonna
Think
be there.
he's
There's
gonna be
there's
there.
like three different voice actors from My
sweet.
Hero Academia, and
Oh,
a couple of
wow.
other like anime voice actors are gonna be
Wow,
there.
That's cool.
And then I think 3 different cosplayers maybe or something. I don't know. I'm not going.
Aw, man.
So I'm like, yeah, eventually when I start getting into cosplay myself more than just the makeup, because I
Mhm.
would like to do full cosplays
Yes.
eventually, then I'll go to cons.
You kill
I
it,
guess.
dude.
Your makeup
Yeah.
is almost full cosplay.
Yeah, yeah.
That Babadook is straight up.
I mean, that just all black clothes. Like, I got
Mhm.
That's
that,
it.
you know.
That's
I got
it.
that.
That's
sure.
a whole character right there. That
Hell
you,
yeah,
you
dude.
did.
Yep.
I think you'd be a hit.
And
at
I just made the
Comic-Con.
claws with like black construction paper, just wrapped them around my
Really?
fingers and taped them down. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of like DIY. What can I do with the cheapest material that I have?
Hell
you
yeah,
know?
dude. Hey, if it works, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
it works.
Hell
Those
yeah.
looks are fucking killing it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited to get all of the Halloween ones that I'm working on right now done, and then show everybody because I've got some really cool ones. I've got like 4 or 5 anime characters. I've got a couple video game characters, a couple different skeletons and zombies and stuff, and then just like some random ones or whatever.
Sick.
But they look good so far. I'm
Mhm.
proud of myself.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I'm hyped for those masks, dude.
Oh, yeah.
for real.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
gotta
happening.
apologize
I
for
don't
that.
know when, but it's happening.
Eventually.
Eventually,
One day.
yeah.
Do you got any big plans for Halloween?
Hopefully to actually enjoy it this time. I haven't really been able to enjoy Halloween for like, I don't know, the last like 6 or 7 years, because it's like I'm always working, or last year I was cramming the rest of my Halloween looks in that I didn't get to do any haunted houses or binge watch any horror movies or anything. So I'm like, okay, this year I'm gonna actually do something fun.
Yeah.
And hopefully go go walk through some haunted houses or something, because I haven't done that since high school.
Ooh, I
and I
love haunted
love them.
houses.
I used to volunteer in them when I was in
Mhm.
high school, and it was the best thing ever.
Mhm.
You get to like scream all your frustration out at people. And, like,
It's awesome.
that's your job, you know.
I've literally never been to a haunted house.
What?
Really?
Ever?
No.
Ooh, they're sick.
You
I
gotta
went-
take her this year.
Take her to the haunted hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I went to one time with some friends. There was, I think, like 6 or 8 of us,
Mhm.
and 2 of them were a married couple and one was pregnant. And so like she's like screaming at everything going through, and there's this one part in this haunted house where this guy just like kind of chases you a little bit, and out of instinct, the dude, like when the guy came chasing, his wife was like screaming and just like bundled up, like scared.
Yeah.
And just he jumped in and just like stuck his finger in that guy's face and he started yelling like,
Come
no,
on.
no. And
You're in a haunted house,
it
dude.
was really funny. That was my
God.
favorite haunted house
Yeah.
Dude.
scenario.
I
There's-
did one of my favorite rooms that I did was God, I think I was in like my sophomore year of high school or something, but it was a Saw themed room. It was
Mhm.
like right after Saw 2 or 3 came out or something. I don't know. It was really hot at the time. And I was on the floor like with my hands up in barbed wire and stuff, and I was just supposed to scream bloody murder when people came in there. And right behind, like right in front of me, there was just this solid concrete wall that people would constantly like run smack into as soon as they came in the room, because I had this guy dressed as Billy in a wheelchair beside me, and he was just sitting there until they got to like a bit in front of me, and then he would jump out at him.
Mhm.
And you just have people constantly like running into that wall. And it was great.
Man, I love all the videos on YouTube where like just out of reaction, like people will go into haunted houses and they'll get scared and like just pure instinct, just
Yes.
jaw somebody, dude. Just
That
knock
would,
them
if I was working in a haunted house, that would be my nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be my
Yeah.
number one fear is
Yeah.
getting cold cocked by somebody.
I was afraid of being
Scared.
kicked because
Yeah.
I was like on the
Yeah.
ground. I was afraid someone was gonna stomp me.
Dude,
but
Those videos.
thankfully they didn't.
They didn't? That's good.
Yeah.
That would have been bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Well, then it's like makeup looks real at least. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
but hopefully I'll be able to go walk through some this year. I've been missing out.
Yeah.
I
I love that adrenaline rush you get. Just
Mhm.
fucking get screamed at.
Yep.
Where are the good ones around here?
Haunted hospital, dude.
What is that?
I think it's in Little Rock.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. It's killer.
I haven't been to that one, but I've heard really good things.
Yes.
Yeah?
Like it's not every single year, just really, really good feedback.
Let's see. Is that it?
I think the Reaper is the one that's kind of on the way to Maumelle, like
Yeah,
off of
on, like near Marche, kinda.
yeah,
or-
like
or
right
no,
before
it's
you-
near Crystal Hill.
yeah,
I
it's
think.
right with that Crystal Hill
Mhm.
Road exit. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think that's that. I think that one's the Reaper.
That one's pretty good. I think I've heard good things about it. What am I? Old Veteran Hospital. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's been a long time since I've been there, but it was really good when I went.
Yeah.
And
That,
it was
I
uh,
really
don't know
slow.
how I'd feel about a haunted house. Like, I feel like every day
scared.
living is very adrenaline rushy. So I'm
That's
like,
true. Yeah.
So I just don't know how I'd deal with like being in a place that's. I would either have an insane amount of control. Like when I watch, like horror movies or whatever, I'm that person that just sits there like, well, the music's speeding up, so we know logically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something's about
Something's
to
gonna
happen.
happen.
Like,
yeah.
I'm just, and I think I do that
Oh,
as like a
here it
defense mechanism. So like, I can't imagine there's music playing that's gonna speed up when somebody's gonna chase me with a saw in a haunted house. So the fact that I would have like no control over anything that's happening, I don't know that I would
yeah.
It's loading.
respond too well to that.
One of the other haunted houses I worked in, the last room that they had, the guy would chase you out with a chainsaw, and it was
There's apparently one like that in my
Yeah.
hometown.
it
That's
was,
the-
That's a classic.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
one that I've been to, that was the end as well.
Mhm. Got
And
people
as
pretty
soon as
good,
I
yeah.
walked out, and then like he walked around and fired up that chainsaw, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
I walked back in.
Nope.
I'll deal with the people jumping out.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I'll leave
Yeah.
the chainsaw.
I just remember being a kid and people be like, "Yo, they chase you out with a chainsaw," and we'd be like, "No way, that's impossible!" Like, they would get arrested.
Is that the one where he like pointed at him and he was like, "No"?
Yeah.
We were like so weirded out by it.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a myth, but it was a real thing. It was actually real.
Yeah. It got people pretty good. It was
Yeah.
it was fun to watch. It was
They-
fun to watch.
Most of those places, they just take the chain off the
Yeah.
chainsaw.
Yeah, they
So
took the chain
that's-
off of it. Yeah,
But you can't
But
tell
that
that.
motor though,
You can't
like,
tell
I mean,
that from
thing's
far away.
loud.
No, dude,
that there's
and
no
it
chain.
sounds just like it's just a
Yeah.
chainsaw, dude.
It
Yeah.
revs
Revs
like a
up like
chainsaw.
crazy.
The motor still works.
Yeah.
dude.
You can't tell
Yeah.
there's no chain,
Mm-mm.
so that shit is terrifying.
Yep. And then you were talking about horror movies, like how you're pretty good at like bracing yourself for them. And I can do that with horror movies, but when it comes to video games, I am such a pussy.
Well, because
like,
you're controlling
I,
it.
Yeah,
You're like
yeah,
in
I'm
it
like
pretty
in
much.
the freaking game. Like I.
Did you try the VR Resident Evil?
No.
Oh,
No.
dude, it's so
I won't
crazy.
do it. I won't do
It's so fucking crazy.
I watch a lot of like YouTube Let's Plays because I mean, to be honest, I'm a little broke, so I can't buy video games every time I want to play them. So I just watch YouTube Let's Plays and like live vicariously through them.
Yeah.
And no, that last Resident Evil,
Yeah, we've got.
I remember. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, we pulled up about the haunted hospital. It's the Terrorplex haunted house. And it's like 3 haunted houses. You got the crypt, the terror under the big top, and the haunted hospital. 3 in 1.
3 in
How
1.
sweet.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's sick.
Probably not ideal for small children. That's
No,
me.
No,
it's
yeah.
not. You react like a small child in a haunted house.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta go with you, Rin. We gotta make a same old devil's haunted house.
Do it.
I don't know.
Do
about
it.
that.
Anjali, we have to do it for your first time.
I
It'd
don't
be
know
great.
about that.
I don't mind
I
like
think
the
that I would
gore.
stand outside and be like, "This is white people stuff."
Yeah, exactly. You have to experience some culture, you know.
The gore and stuff like that's not so bad. It's like the
It's the jumps,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
jumping
yeah.
out at you.
Just the
kind of
jarring
thing.
screams.
the reactive
Yeah.
scares that
Yeah.
I'm not about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, I just remembered this thing that happened at the haunted house I used to volunteer in Lone Oak when I was in high school. One year I was the jackal from 13 Ghosts, and I had like a cage around my head and stuff, and in the room right before me, I guess there was like a local butcher or something that donated to us like an actual cow head,
God.
like the
Stop
head.
it.
They put it on the wall.
Stop
Holy fuck.
And they didn't account for it rotting.
Stop
Oh, what the
course.
fuck?
Yeah. So we did the haunted house one weekend. It was cool. And then, no one's there for the whole week. Yeah, I was that guy. It was fun. Except I had to hold it because one of the ropes broke in like the middle of the thing, and it was full steel, so that sucker was heavy, and I had to
damn.
like hold it
That's
still
legit.
until
That's
yeah,
Yeah.
until another volunteer came in. I was like, "Hey, can you help me get out of
That's
this thing?"
legit though. Hell yeah.
But yeah, they didn't account for that cow head rotting
dude, what the
over the
fuck?
week of nobody being there. So we come back that next week and we're like, what the fuck is that smell?
That's awful.
And it was
Yeah,
bad.
That's what
It
flesh
was
do.
bad.
That's horrific.
I mean, the first week and it was a really cool, looking thing,
it?
but
Was it though?
I mean, it's great for a haunted house.
it was
right?
for a
But-
haunted house, yeah. Because you couldn't really tell if it was like real or
Yeah.
a prop. But
Oh
yeah,
my
it
god!
was-
It was
Speaking
too
of that,
real.
I used to have this reoccurring dream, and I wasn't a kid. I was a grown up, and like me and my friends would like go to this haunted house, and we would just like see all these like people jumping out and stuff like that, and like there would be this one part where it'd be somebody like hanging off of a tree, and then the next day after Halloween there'd be like a whole case about it because it was a real person, but like this person would like
What?
in my dream would like hunt people down and like put them in his haunted house.
oh,
And they were like, we thought they were just like we'd touch them and be like, this is so realistic. And like, it was actually real. Yeah.
God.
terrifying.
Yeah. And that
there
dream
was-
haunted me a lot.
There's a movie like that too.
Yeah.
I think there was a movie like
I
that.
feel
but
like
don't
if
remember
that's
the
think
not
name.
a
so,
real
yeah.
thing, I would be shook because I
Yeah.
feel like that definitely had to have happened in real life.
Yeah,
before.
that's
Not
that's
that I
it
would
too.
know, but yeah.
You're the
I ran it,
reincarnated
you know?
version of that person.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
gosh, that would be terrifying.
Not
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. No,
Not down.
no real bodies, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, cowheads. You can.
I
make
don't
that
know
real.
because that's like that might give me like war flashbacks to that dream. Honestly,
That's gross, dude.
I've smelled like dead rotting animals before. What I don't understand is how people like the stories of people like killing people and then like hiding them under their
Yeah.
house and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, how they can
How-
live with.
That and
Yeah.
how other people aren't like something's fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. It
Yeah.
smells like fucking rotting shit. Like it's
Yeah.
awful.
You know
I don't
that
get it.
smell. Like if you've smelled that smell, you know what that smell
You
is.
know what that
Yeah,
is,
It
yeah.
smells like death.
Yeah,
It's like
you
the
know what
only
that
thing
is.
you
I mean,
can
there's
describe
enough
it
like
as.
roadkill whenever you're just driving that you would
Yeah.
that anybody would know what that smells
Mhm,
like.
for
Yeah.
sure.
That's something
Ugh.
dead, and it's something big.
That ain't a rat.
It's big and stinky.
Yep.
Not
I
cool.
always wonder how people don't put that together and like, hey, you need to check this shit out.
I don't know, man.
I think you almost are just so like, you're like, "Ugh, there goes my neighbor. Like it's almost dismissive. It's like if you see something out of the corner of your eye and you're like, it wasn't there. Like you just kind of dismiss.
You can't do
things.
that with that smell.
I don't
that
know.
rotting
Yeah.
flesh
Especially
smell.
if it's
Smell.
like
Ugh.
if it's like a very persistent smell, like it doesn't go away because the body just keeps going away, and
That-
so that smell is gonna keep.
I mean,
smelling shit up.
it stays there.
Mhm.
That's not a smell either that you're like, ooh, that stinks. That's a smell that you're like, I gotta get the fuck away.
Yes. That's like an instinctual, like your caveman instincts
Yeah.
kick in. You're like, I need
nope.
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure
sounds
that's
awful.
probably like a biological response.
sure.
Your
It
body's
probably
like,
is,
hey,
yeah.
Sure.
something died here,
Yeah.
so
I
you
shouldn't
gotta
be
get
here,
away, so
yeah.
you don't die here.
Uh-huh. I bet. That shit's weird.
It is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a few friends that do like the jewelry and decor out of recycled like animal parts, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like and I don't know how they do it sometimes, that they have like these animals that, have died of natural causes or whatever, that they have to let them, what's the word I'm looking for? Decompose. Yeah.
Right.
That they have to let them decompose before they can like work with the bones and stuff.
Ugh,
And
fuck.
I'm like, that smell, man.
Yeah, where do you put that? Like,
Some people just collect them and then take them like a little bit away from their house,
yeah.
in like their dead pile, and just
Yeah.
let them decompose there.
Yeah, a friend of mine puts them in like one of
I
those
heard
metal
paper
dog
bags
cages.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
Mhm.
paper bags and stuff. And like one of them will, she puts them in like a dog kennel out, like way out in the yard, so that way they naturally,
wow.
like with the bugs and stuff and
Yeah.
whatnot. But
Well, I
Some
mean,
people
like,
have
shit.
like I can't remember what type of beetle they are, but there's a beetle that'll
that
strip
eats,
them down too.
yeah. One of my
Oh,
friends
yeah.
has
Okay.
some
Which
of
is
those that
much
she uses on
faster.
the
Wow.
smaller things. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
I've heard pigs too.
Mhm.
Pigs will do it.
Pigs
Pigs
will
eat
eat
everything.
They'll eat
everything.
anything.
All of
everything
it.
now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They'll eat the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Bones and all.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
Bones,
That's crazy.
gristle.
I was like
Yeah.
terrified of pigs when I was a kid.
Because they eat bones.
Well, I didn't know that at this time. I went to a farm
Yeah.
because our school took us to Edgar Allan Poe's house or something like
Ooh.
that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And there was like a farm nearby, and the school was like, "Hey, we got time. Let's go to this farm." And it was my first time on a farm, and I was
they
a
were
very
feeding
sheltered
pigs
kid.
bodies?
Hell yeah.
Well,
It's Edgar
I
Allan
got
Poe's
really
house, dude.
close. I got really close because I was like, animal. And then this pig just came like kind of charging. I was like,
Nope.
and that was the end of it. I was like, I'm done. I don't like animals. I
Oh,
don't
dude.
like pigs.
Whenever you're young and you have one of those like kind of suspect experiences
Yeah.
with any kind of animal,
That'll
you're like, fuck
stick with
that
you,
animal
Yeah,
forever.
that pig
Uh-huh.
ruined my life.
Yeah.
And now I'm like older and I can like watch videos of them on Twitter, but I have yet to encounter a pig.
I was gonna
and
ask if you've seen one in person.
What
since
about
then,
like
but-
what about like a teacup pig?
I
Like a
haven't
little
seen one
pig.
in person, so I'm
Mm.
good. I saw
They're
my
so
first
cute.
horse in person like a year ago or something.
How was that?
Yeah,
It's
was that a religious
huge.
experience?
Yeah, they're
Dude.
Buster. And like compared to Buster, who's like yay big, like I was like, yo, he didn't like it very much. And to be honest, I was kind of like,
That is a big dog.
That is a
give me-
big.
I'm gone. yeah. But I want to see like cows and stuff. And this was a pony, so it was like it wasn't like huge, but it
Mhm.
was. I thought ponies were baby horses, so like this guy is like not a baby
Not a
horse.
baby
Yeah, dude.
horse. No.
Those
Yeah,
things can get
but I
fucking
heard actual
Mhm.
horses that are
Oh,
not
yeah.
ponies are like.
Oh, they're
ginormous.
huge.
Uh-huh.
They're
absolutely.
huge.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they were such like great, riding animals because they're just
Mhm.
big and
Yeah.
you can domesticate them.
I don't know that
Yeah.
I want to see an animal that big, like not behind a cage. That sounds really bad. But
No,
but like
the horses,
I
yeah.
kind of do want to see like a horse.
The horses I've met are all like real sweet, and you can
Mhm.
pet them and
I've
ride them.
seen
I've met a
videos,
couple
and they're
of them, and they're
mean.
really nice. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the
Some of
horse,
them are
but
very
You
I've,
gotta
nice.
meet- you gotta
I've met
meet-
I've met nice ones.
If you've ever been bit by a horse, not all of them.
Uh,
are very
I don't
nice.
yeah,
imagine
I
that
bet
feels
that.
good.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
No.
I think my grandma got stepped on by a horse one time, and those things
No,
they're heavy as shit, and their hooves are just like
Mhm.
solid.
That's
So
usually
they
And I mean, their
people that get
legs are
killed by
strong.
horses are
Mhm.
usually because they got trampled.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like kicked from behind, like you
Yeah,
come up from behind, they
dude.
don't know you're there, and they.
They kick like crazy,
Yup.
dude.
Yeah, they're strong.
We're
Yeah.
making it worse.
Yeah. But all the horses that I met are super nice.
they're
Mhm.
they're
Unless
strong.
you just can't sneak up on them.
I'm not trying
Yeah.
to.
They'll just fucking pop you.
I'm not trying to sneak up on them.
No, but when I was really young, I was really scared of like cats because I'd go over to my grandma's house and she had a cat and it was just being a cat. And I was a young kid and I didn't know how to interact with cats. And so I'd try to play with it and all this shit and it would scratch me up. And it just scared the shit out of me. And so like until I was, I don't know, 12, 13 maybe, I was not down with cats because I didn't want them to scratch me up. So, but now I've got a real
Cats
cool
are mean.
cat, and yeah, dude, a lot of cats are mean.
Yeah.
But
I won't stand for this cat slander.
I mean, I
I've got a
have
cat
cats.
now, and I love him very much because he's the best animal I've ever seen in my life.
I'm the best cat I know, and I
You
will
are the
not,
best cat you know.
Yeah, and I will not stand for this cat
You're a
slander.
very human-looking cat.
You say so.
Me, yow.
Mine's yard birds.
Yardbirds? What is that?
Yeah, like turkeys, chickens,
Oh, yeah.
got you.
things like that.
You don't like them?
No, I got like chased by a
Really?
turkey when I was
Damn.
really little.
Oh gosh.
no.
And I have had so many tussles with roosters.
That
Oh,
sounds so
that
like
would've
comically
mortified
awful.
me.
I know.
It's-
I'm just
like you
trying
see
to
the-
imagine this kid with like a mullet just running away from the rooster.
I did have a mullet.
Or you see the videos of the kids that get like chased by geese
Yes.
and swans.
Yeah.
Those things
Dude,
are
those
Man,
things
they're
are assholes.
mean. Yes.
very
Assholes.
territorial.
Yes. Yeah,
Man.
my thing. I mean, I guess this is for a lot of people, but centipedes.
Ooh, yeah.
I can't do
I'm not a big
centipedes.
bug person
like
in general.
bugs don't creep me out. I have like a whole collection of dead bugs,
Mhm.
but centipedes, I can't do them. I can't do
What is
them.
it? The legs?
Too many
It's the legs, I think. And like just, the,
Yeah.
Ugh, ugh. Yeah.
No.
Nope.
I don't just
My
bugs.
thing
yeah.
is toothpaste in the sink.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God, there's toothpaste in this.
No, true story. I used to have nightmares about that too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. How does this? Okay.
Okay, listen.
Yes, please.
So you know how when toothpaste sits in the sink for a minute, it like starts to get that weird like it dries out and then it gets all crackly.
yeah, like
Mhm,
crusty.
mhm.
Yeah.
That's when it's ruined. And I had dreams. It's the texture kind of thing. So like I would have dreams where like I would be just a normal person and then like I'd open up my eyes in my dream and then my whole environment has the texture of like cracked toothpaste.
What?
That's so
That
weird.
sounds like an awful like acid trip.
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
what I
it.
was
Yeah.
thinking.
Yep. So that's my
Ugh.
scary animal.
Just
Fucking
get it.
Cracked toothpaste.
Just get it wet.
Yeah. Yeah. Just wipe it off.
Rehydrate it.
No. Just clean the
Not
toothpaste out of the
happening.
sink when you're done brushing your teeth. Like, why are we
Boom.
even?
What about on the mirror?
Who's brushing their teeth?
No,
on
I'm
the
saying
mirror?
like sometimes I'll brush very aggressively, and
Calm down.
it'll fly off of my toothbrush and onto the mirror.
But these aren't globs. Like, I'm
No,
sure
not
that
like globs, like speckles,
In order to
like-
get that weird cracked texture,
It's gotta- it's
it's
like
got to
that
be like a
glob,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I see
Yeah,
what you're
and it's
saying.
Yeah.
like the worst kind of just. I look at it and I don't even want to touch it. So most of the time I'll
Really?
just like grab like a bobby pin and like.
You're like a big texture person, huh?
Oh, but it's like I either really love a texture or I
Uh-huh.
really hate it. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done.
I don't have many textures that I hate, but whenever I had you know what uni is? It's like
Urchin.
yeah, sea urchin.
Oh yes,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
The place where Shishimi was, like the second place that opened up after it, they served like a uni nigiri, and I ate some, and it tasted really good, but the texture was just like
Oh.
vomit. It was awful.
Yeah, uni's
That's
a
probably the
little
only
strange.
texture
Yeah.
that I'm like really not cool
Yeah.
with.
Octopus also has a strange texture. It's kind of rubbery.
It's very chewy.
Yeah, it's
I
really
like it.
chewy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't really mind textures too much.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm kind of the same
Yeah,
way.
I'm a little freaked out by like little holes and stuff, like they call it like trypophobia
Uh-huh,
or whatever.
yes.
That kind of freaks me out a
Yeah.
little bit.
What
but
is it?
it's
Trypophobia?
trypophobia,
Yeah.
trypophobia, something
like
that. It's
that.
like when there's like a bunch
Clusters of
clusters
holes.
of holes like where
Mhm.
they shouldn't
And
be.
it's not
kind
an
of thing.
official like
in
It's not- yeah.
diagnosis yet,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
it's definitely a phenomenon
It's
that
a-
people experience.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a term.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys don't
yeah,
have to look
there
at
you
me
go.
Things
all
like that.
freaked out,
Yeah.
but shit like this. I
Yes.
get that.
What the fuck is wrong with that foot?
I know, huh?
Yeah.
That's
that
not
shit-
real.
I that's probably makeup.
Yeah,
That's not real.
It's freaky
Yeah.
deaky though.
It looks weird. Like sometimes that'll bother me. Like like that hand right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strawberries, the #1 enemy. Oh my
Huh.
god.
That's interesting.
Made this man out
Yeah.
of cheese.
I like that
Weird.
it's that face.
yeah. Like the stock image guy face.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Does honeycombs like as well? That kind of trip you out?
Not really. Like I guess it's only when it's like on
Like
skin,
skin
yeah.
textures
Which it's
and,
funny
like-
saying that because one of my Halloween looks, I did that on myself.
Really?
Like I covered my eye
Hell
with
yeah.
with a thing, so I was like really freaking myself out while I was doing it. Like, this feels so uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
it looks cool. It's just kind of unsettling. But like the honeycombs don't bother me. I think it's just like the picture of like the hands
Yeah.
with the holes,
yeah,
you
I get
know,
that.
Yeah.
because those shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
That's not natural.
That's not normal.
I'm sure that's an evolutionary like kind of response too, though, because
I
we
bet.
get like a weird aversion to things that are definitely diseased and contagious.
Mhm.
For sure.
So, and if somebody's hand looks like that, you don't want them touching you, let alone in the same room. 'Cause
Right.
you're
No.
like, what if the air you breathe will give me that?
Yeah.
What if the
Like-
air is breathing through your hand and that's why it looks like that?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it looks like he's got little suction cups.
I'll say
Yeah.
it doesn't make me uncomfortable, but if like if your hand was like that and you were sitting there, I would totally be focused on your hand. The whole
Yeah.
time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I might even recommend a glove as to not spread
Here
further
you
disease.
go.
I would definitely be like, "What the fuck is wrong with your hand? Why does your hand
You're a
look like that?"
freak.
And then I'd be like, I apologize for the way he said that so bluntly, but excuse me,
but-
ma'am,
but,
what is
What
going
is
on
wrong with your hand?
with your hand?
But let's not get on topic.
yeah.
But really though, what's wrong
Yeah,
with your
let's
hand?
just talk for a minute about that hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, not cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's kind of weird
Strange.
Mm.
to me.
Yep. There's some weird phobias out there.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I've been in classes for like psych classes and stuff like that. I've learned about some very strange phobias. There's like phobias of hair and phobias of people laughing and all this kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so this
A
whole thing
phobia of
does not
people
surprise
chewing is real
Uh-huh.
common. Yeah, it's
yep,
real
yep,
common.
Yep. But yeah, shit's crazy.
I feel like some of those are kind of ridiculous though. Some of those got to just be like,
I mean,
I don't
but
have anything to do. Let's just make a list of nonsense.
some people suffer from it though, you know.
Yeah.
It's just how everyone's got a different brain. Like how you don't like mayonnaise.
No,
Gross.
because that's horrible.
I like mayonnaise.
That's a huge difference than
Gross.
being scared of somebody laughing.
I think you're scared of mayonnaise, Randy.
I am.
There you go. Mayophobia.
Mayophobia.
But it's because I get a physical response from it.
Exact. Well, so
And
do
that's
so,
so
do
do
people.
people.
So do people with other
Yeah.
phobias.
I don't.
Their heart rate starts to increase.
Skin
and-
starts to
yeah,
crawl
Yeah,
and-
they get a legit physical response from
I think
it.
some of them are ridiculous though. Some of
It
them
can
don't
be-
make sense.
Right. It can make
I'm
sense.
sure some people think
It
it's
cannot
phobia.
make sense as much as you
Yeah.
say it does, but I mean it's still legitimate.
Mm,
I think so.
Mm, I don't.
If you get a
think
legitimate,
so.
if you get a heart rate increase, if you're having real physical responses to seeing some kind of stimuli, that makes it legitimate. You don't think so?
Not necessarily.
I
Really?
think so.
I
mean,
think so.
Yeah.
Because like it's all very subjective.
Mm-hmm.
So if this person
Well,
is like,
that's-
okay, I'm feeling fear, and I can't sit still, and I'm very anxious, it's like, okay, you're
That's-
feeling that.
That's the bad thing about it though, because if it's subjective, then like
Right, right.
Maybe.
You can't like prove it based on
Yeah.
just what they say, but I mean, there are some physical attributes to fear, like sweating even.
Mm-hmm.
you can also those can also be brought on by
Like kind of psyching yourself out, or
yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
But if you're still psyching yourself out over it, even if it is all in your mind, would that still not make it legitimate?
not necessarily. Not if you're doing it. Not if you're doing it just to validify your irrational.
I get
ridiculous
that,
fear.
but then at the same time, why even say you have it?
Exactly.
Right.
That's-
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
I think
I think some of them are just ridiculous. Like people just making shit up for the sake of making shit up.
I could see that for some of them,
Because
but I think
look,
if
I'm scared of
mayonnaise.
people's.
Mayonnaise.
I'm scared of the nose on this guy that I've never met before.
I mean-
doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Well, you just have. I've never experienced it, so I mean, I can't vouch for everything. But
Yeah.
just from stuff I've learned and all that kind of stuff, I think a lot of them are more legitimate than they may seem.
Some of them I would say
Yeah.
are.
For
some
sure.
Of them I don't think.
Like
Mhm.
like arachnophobia, or
yeah,
because a lot of it can just come from just bad experiences from the past.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's say this person ate a bunch of hair when they were younger, and then they got a big old hairball in their belly, and they had to get surgery, and it was like a
That
really
has
bad experience
happened.
for them. Right,
That has
it
happened.
was a
yeah.
really bad experience for them. And now they're like, okay, I don't like hair anymore. It can
Mhm.
happen even as easy as that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all very the human experience is very subjective. So.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Those are very creepy.
But I'm really not
Yeah.
cool with hands with
Yeah.
holes in them.
Yeah, no thanks.
I do like this guy though. He still makes me laugh.
What is that made out of?
It's this guy up here.
I know, but like, what is the?
I think that's like the inside of a bone.
Kind of
It's
looks like
photoshopped
a
into
sea
his
sponge.
I was gonna say
Mhm.
sea sponge or coral.
Yeah.
That could be
Kinda-
it too for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Strange.
It's funny. Yeah. Let's see. You have any phobias, Anjali?
The outdoors.
The
and
outdoors,
people?
like camping, or just like kind of.
No, I'm more of just like a paranoid person. I don't really know that I have like phobias per se, so
Mhm.
much as I used to be really afraid of the dark, and so we had a nightlight. Well, we
Mhm.
still have a nightlight because I don't know that I'm 120% comfortable with it, but
Mhm.
like,
No, that's I
Yeah.
used to be scared of the dark.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it does stem from the fact that I'm already deaf,
Mhm.
and if somebody takes out my eyes too, like,
Oh.
like what do I have left? You know, like,
Yeah.
Smell. You can guide yourself by smell.
I
That's
guess.
true.
I
With all the
guess so,
shit,
yeah.
with all the shit Randy
Yeah.
cooks around here, you're good to go.
So, but I mean,
You can just taste your way down the street.
yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm a
No.
germaphobe. That
Don't
would
do
not.
that.
There we go. I'm
There you
afraid
go.
of germs. I'm actually
Yeah.
afraid of germs. I'm really worried about
Mhm.
germs, and like I don't like to share drinks after people,
Mhm.
and like
Mhm.
if I go out to restaurants, and I'm kind of weird about like putting my mouth on glasses. Like if I see like a water spot, it kind of makes me uncomfortable, and
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't want to put my mouth
Mhm.
on this.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, and it kind of makes me seem very like stuck up and weird, but it's just legitimately like I'm afraid of getting sick constantly because I have like no immune system.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that makes sense for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
What about you? You got any phobias?
I'm with you on the outside, the people thing.
Yeah.
Kind
Like,
of like a
Yeah.
agoraphobia? Is that
no,
what it
I
is?
just have really bad social anxiety.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
I get
like
that.
when I go out, I'm like, oh god, everybody's looking at me, everybody's talking about me.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I hate going
it's
in
very,
public
like,
places.
Yeah. Or people are like, what are they gonna do? Like if I do this, are they gonna like follow me or
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, like I'm pretty freaked out about being followed
Mhm.
or just
Yeah.
just being watched. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah, that's
that
right.
just
Yeah.
that just freaks me out.
Yeah.
Like I would rather stay in my room,
Yep.
Doing makeup.
not go anywhere.
Yep.
Deliver
Rand-
my groceries to the doorstep, please.
Randy, any phobias besides mayonnaise?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just keep that shit out.
Randy will legitimately vomit. If I busted out a
Will.
fucking jar
Oh,
of Kraft
he
mayo
would.
right
I
now,
will.
he'd puke all over
Oh,
this fucking
gosh.
Just the smell alone is enough to make me gag. That's real.
Oh,
real.
man.
There's the
Oh.
haunted house idea.
Ooh,
Have someone dressed up in
yeah.
one of those big
Mhm.
mayonnaise
Oh my god.
suits.
fucking
chase you
chainsaw
out.
covered in mayo.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
That'd be so
no.
nasty.
I'd look like I was in an episode of Scooby Doo. I would just be there, and then a poof. of
Uh-huh.
just gone.
Play those cartoon like running sound
Yep.
effects.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I could be
Oh,
Usain
man.
Bolt in a race if you were chasing me with some mayo.
One thing I got is just bugs weird me out. That's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Any particular ones, or just in general?
No, not in particular. It's just like I don't know. The way they move is just real like jittery and like
Mhm.
very stiff, and it makes me feel weird.
What about
Yeah.
flyers?
Fire?
Flyers,
Oh, like
dragonflies. and-
You know what? Actually, dragonflies aren't too bad. I don't like flies. I don't like bees, wasps,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
say
all that
bees,
good
wasps, yeah.
shit. Butterflies are okay, but they're still kind of suspect.
Okay. When we were kids, like small kids, my parents would like lock us outside the house, and like because they didn't want us in. We're 4 kids and like 6. There were like 3 adults living in the house, so
Mhm.
they were like, go outside, and they locked the door.
Yeah.
And then if we saw a butterfly, we would just, and I remember like our voices are basically just like, guys, there's a
Yeah.
butterfly.
Dude.
And we would just bolt, and we'd be
Aw.
banging on the door to be like, let us inside, because there's a butterfly on the opposite side of the yard.
Mhm.
Like, not
Aw.
even, and we were terrified. Like, I stepped in a hole like beehive before, and I didn't care. Butterflies,
That
so.
doesn't sound
That wigs
pleasant.
me out
Which
just
my
listening
mom
to that.
also has a butterfly tattoo, so it's just like all sorts of like,
Mm-hmm.
how could you get that on your body?
Do they still bother you now?
I will be honest, I have not had very many encounters with butterflies as an adult, so I don't know how I'd feel about them now, but at that particular point in time, we were crying. We were not, and we were locked out of the house. So.
Aw.
I think the whole reason I'm not cool with bugs really is because of that one episode of SpongeBob where
They did like a realistic like
Yes,
zoom in
fucking
on it.
shit,
Yeah,
dude. They had this caterpillar and turned into a butterfly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'd have these scenes where it would get close up on the camera. You'd only see the bug's fucking face and the
Oh.
antennas, and it'd go bzzz, like
yeah.
really fucking
But it would
loud.
loud.
it would switch like medium, so it'd go from like being like a
Yes, yeah.
cartoon to all of a sudden being like a realistic,
Yeah.
and it's just like
Yeah.
Let me see.
kind of
Bit unsettling, yeah.
It's not cool.
Yeah.
We don't have to show it like on the video because I don't know if we'll get caught with that kind of stuff or not. But
Yeah.
I'll just show you guys on the TV here.
Reported.
If you're watching, just look it up. It's pretty awful. Okay,
It's just
that shit right there. Hold on. Go back.
it's over.
Mute that too. Mute that.
Oh, okay.
It's
And it
over.
goes
now.
bzzz. Not fucking cool.
Hashtag
Yeah.
relatable. That was
Yeah.
relatable
So it's
content
like
to
a-
us.
Oh yeah.
It's like the butterfly face.
Yes, yeah, dude. And going back to, what we were talking about earlier, just that experience as a kid that made me fucking hate them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Butterfly.
But
Mm-mm.
man, bugs' faces look so weird close. Like if you look at like a spider's like eyes close up and stuff, they're
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
creepy.
yeah. Not
But-
with it.
Yeah, they don't really bother me. Like sometimes spiders will make me like, jump a little bit just because they move so fast and they just kind of appear out of nowhere, so they
Yeah.
kind of get me sometimes. But it's like when I see centipedes, and we live in the woods, so sometimes we get like the small ones or like this big. And I will see one on the floor and just freeze up. I'm like, I can't go in the hall. I'm like,
They're freaky.
they creep me out so bad.
Ooh. All
But
those
everything
legs.
else, like
Honestly,
really
I'm just
me.
ready to curb stomp every bug I see. So I'm just like, if I see you on my property, it's on site.
You're done.
It's over.
Damn, sorry.
It's not over for me, but it is over for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's some spiders, though. I'm like, you know what, man? You're moving kind of slow, or you're not moving at all, so you're cool. You can hang out
Yeah.
here. But if they
man.
start moving, I'm like,
No
wait until I
mercy.
leave the room.
They'll take care of all
Yeah.
the rest of the bugs.
I was gonna say we
and that's-
keep them
yeah.
we keep them up on the outside of the house because they get the mosquitoes and help keep
Yeah.
them from getting inside the house. So
Yeah.
we'll leave them alone, let them chill or whatever.
Or I let Buster get them.
He
Yeah.
will.
Buster's
Yeah.
a little bug, huh?
He's about it.
He will do that. He'll chase flies and everything.
Yeah, our cats will sometimes, but they're lazy for the most part. So they just sprawl out on the table.
No, Buster lives for it.
Yep.
I like the big garden spiders. You seen those? Check those things out.
Spider.
Yeah, they're harmless, but they look real rad.
Have you? Oh, dude, have
Are
you
they
seen
those
a-
orb weavers that make the
Whoa.
cool looking like? Or is it those?
Yeah.
Look, it
Yeah.
looks cool in a picture, right? But if I see that fucking thing, I'm probably
Yeah, I
gonna
would
piss
kill
my
it.
pants. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
They don't.
They
They
look
they
cool.
won't hurt you.
I
They
know,
can't hurt
man.
you.
It's-
Yeah, I
it's
don't know the
just-
difference between the ones that won't hurt me and the ones that will.
Right.
My sister, when we moved to Missouri, my sister got bit by a spider, and I had never seen a spider actually ever bite anybody, first off. And then second off, her whole forearm is just huge. And I was like, I don't know what's
that's
going on
probably
there.
a brown recluse.
Then it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
those will hurt you.
Have you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
have you guys ever seen a camel spider?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen?
I
Those-
don't
Oh,
That's not a spider. That's a
That's-
land
that's-
lobster.
yeah, that's a
that thing is
lobster.
fucking
that is a
killer.
lobster.
Are these
Ah.
animals that are here?
No,
No.
they're,
No,
they're,
they're
in, like Australia.
like in the Middle East
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are
Yeah.
desert.
I think my older brother said that he saw one when he was stationed in
What the?
I think he was
fuck?
stationed in
Ew.
Iraq. Maybe
Look,
I don't
get-
remember. It's been so long.
Click
but
on
yeah,
that picture so you can see the size.
look at that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these things are like aliens.
Yeah,
they're pretty
they're-
awful.
They're
Yeah,
terrifying.
that's
Ugh.
not a spider.
Yeah,
that's not a
right.
That's
spider.
not a spider.
That was
That's like
like
the face huggers.
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
Alien,
yeah.
Yeah, that's
When
what they
we-
look like.
like started to move down to the south, my grandma was like, be careful because they have like crocodiles and stuff. And I remember when I decided to move here, my grandma was like, yo, you got to watch out for those gators. And I have been waiting because here I am in Arkansas, like there's going to be scorpions everywhere, there's going to be alligators, and I haven't seen an alligator yet. And I also haven't seen a scorpion.
There's a few.
I've seen a scorpion.
There's a few
here.
alligators around here, but not that big.
Yeah.
And I actually haven't seen a snake here yet.
There's a
At
lot
all?
of.
I see a lot of
None.
snakes.
That's
We live in the
surprising.
woods, so it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
a given. We have them everywhere. But
There are scorpions around here, but you won't see them.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're usually so small, and they're almost like a weird sandy clear, so you won't ever notice them until they get you. And then snakes.
Well, you
there's a
just
lot of
gave her
snakes
more
around here.
nightmares.
I have even more reason to just stay in my house.
Yep.
Yep.
If there were scorpions all over this carpet, especially this color carpet,
fucking stop,
you would never
Randy.
see them.
Stop.
You would
that.
if there was if the
Not
whole
down.
floor if the whole floor was scorpions, the only thing you would see is like the movement.
Floor is scorpions.
Yeah, scorpion floor.
Instead of the floor is lava.
That's fucking nightmare.
But
I don't
you-
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see them because they're small. They're small and they're like that exact color. But they're like
Yeah,
they've
see,
got
that-
like a clear.
That kind of freaks me out more than like a big one, because the big one you can see it, you can run from it.
I
but
can
if
be
it's,
like, I'm out of here.
yeah, but if it's like little bitty,
Well, usually,
you know, just-
I mean, usually they're not going to. A scorpion's not going to chase you to attack you. It's just going to get you opportunistically,
Mhm.
whether
Yeah.
it's big or little. You're never going to see it coming until it gets you.
Yeah.
Even the big ones. Usually, like you pick up your backpack and then all of a sudden, I got you.
Oh.
Shit like that. You
Yeah,
go to bend
see,
down and pick up a
nope.
rake and I got you.
yeah,
No, I just feel like
Most snakes
me,
are the same
and then
way,
I
too.
was like, Buster's so small. What if he gets eaten up by a snake? Or like,
Oh no.
or like, yeah, that's like legitimately, or an
Shit.
alligator,
Oh.
or like, I'm kind of glad we got a bunch of trees in our backyard because I'm like, what if a big bird just comes down and snoops on-
Oh
Like, this is
That's
why I don't
awful.
leave my house. These are the things I think about.
You're not going to find an alligator here. Any snake you're going to find here is not big enough to eat him. It's big enough to kill him if it bites him.
For sure.
but
Yeah,
not
but
eat him.
Stop
Not
it.
yeah.
He's
Here.
precious gift from above.
We've got a tarantula up here that eats birds.
Yeah, that's
Oh
Bird
yeah, yeah.
Not
yeah.
the same size as Buster.
Yeah, these guys are pretty gnarly.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Buster's
Here's
bird
even a
size.
picture of one eating a bird.
No.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things are.
These guys don't live here, do they?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't
No.
think so.
Australia, I
Yeah.
think.
Australia's got.
Yeah,
some
I don't need to
cool-
go to
Man,
Australia.
no, I'm
I have
good.
friends out there,
Ooh.
and they're just like, "You need to come." I'm like, "I don't think I do. That seems like
Yeah.
a white person country.
Yeah.
Like, not for me."
There's a
Pretty much
reason,
everything there is poisonous.
Yeah, everything there pretty much wants to kill you.
There's
Yeah.
a reason it started as a prison.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about that. But it sure
Send them
did.
to Australia.
Yeah.
All the criminals go to Australia.
You hear that, Australia? Okay. We got some.
Oh yeah, the
suspect
jellyfish. Yep.
Let's see.
Those are in more than just Australia, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like everywhere
Mhm.
in Australia.
Danger rating 10 out of 10. Honeybees.
Honeybees.
I don't have
Bees?
glasses
They're not-
on, so I thought that said horny bee. I was like, "That's a special bee."
Horny bee. More jellyfish. Okay, it's big as a match-tip. Good God.
yeah, that's a tiny one.
Bull shark.
Ooh.
Australia is one of the like a huge like area for sharks.
Sneaky
Mhm.
boy.
Not cool. Not cool. So okay, I like some reptiles. Like some snakes are cool.
I've never touched a reptile like in real life.
I've
so
held
I don't know
one.
if
Like
I'd-
I've held one of the big what-
Like a constrictor. Or
Python?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a python.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, big, like yellow and
Yellow
white
and white.
one.
Those
and
are
they
so
feel
cool.
so cool because like the
Mhm.
way their muscles move and stuff is so cool.
Yeah.
I want to get a gecko real bad.
They're so cute.
Mm-hmm. They're so cute.
I don't
Dogs are going crazy.
reptiles don't like I don't have a really fear of reptiles,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't understand the emotional responses to them either because they're emotionless, like cold-blooded, literally
You
creatures.
know, some of them kind of have their own like weird personalities, you know, and I just like the way they look too. Like I think they're real cool and
I don't know much about them other than they
yeah.
look cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like one of my friends has it's called a Halloween gecko,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it because it's got these like weird. So their hands have like these kind of weird not spiny, but like kind of prickly things on them to keep them stuck on stuff.
Mhm.
It's
Right.
awesome.
So they can climb.
Yeah. Go. Let's see. Like, it just looks cool. His name is Trevor. Shout out to Trevor.
Trevor, listening to the show
Trevor,
right now from your
Trevor,
cage.
you're a-
Hello.
Trevor, you're a
Aw.
cool little guy. Yeah.
He does look cool.
Yeah, right? And they kind of smile. You
Look
know?
at those eyes.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to get a picture of his face. Like, see, they got a goofy little face going on.
Aw.
So I'm
They're
down with them.
cute.
I'm down with the geckos.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's see.
I feel like gecko was a word when we were kids that we just thought was really funny. Like, we thought certain words are funny, and I feel like gecko is one of them
Mhm.
for sure.
Mhm. Gecko. That's nice.
So Australia, snakes, sharks, jellyfish.
Everything.
Yeah.
It pretty much everything
Common
you could
death
ever dream
adder
of.
is what that is.
Just the common
Just
death
common
adder,
death
you know.
adder, you know.
No problem.
Regular death.
Yeah.
yeah,
Regular
yeah, common
death.
death. Yeah. Oh my god.
Those dudes have taken
What?
over the Everglades.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait. Those snakes or
Yeah,
the
Yeah, because like people
pythons.
will get them for pets, and they get too big for them to take care of, so they'll just like let them
What?
go.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Or they're like,
Aw,
this
shit.
seemed like a cool idea, but fuck this, and
Yeah.
they just let them go.
Yeah.
Damn.
And now they have, they breed really rapidly,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and the females will breed with multiple males,
Hell
and they
no.
lay pretty big, like, clutches of eggs.
Hell no.
So they're everywhere in Florida.
He's eating a giant bat.
And like they can't, they people go down there just to catch them, and like they can't keep up.
Mm.
They've just taken over,
Yeah.
and they're destroying a lot of the like native species.
Yeah.
Not cool, dude. Not cool.
Some of them are getting big enough too that they're eating the alligators down there.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Like they're because there's the only thing that stops them from getting gigantic is their food supply.
Mm-hmm.
And the food supply down there is plenty in the Everglades.
Oh, yeah.
There's eating fish and
Uh-huh.
now alligators
Dude,
and
that's
That's
fucking
crazy.
crazy.
and this is real recent too. Like
Oh,
they're
no.
basically the Everglades are gonna be gone in the
Oh,
next couple
God.
years probably.
Oh.
Just
What
overrun
kind of
with
snake
snakes.
was it?
Usually pythons, ball pythons,
Mhm.
things like that. Look at there's some you can find some pictures online of some like crazy stories of snakes just in like communities like this one
Mhm.
down
Mhm.
in Florida, just going door to door trying to sneak in people's things to eat their
What?
cats and
What?
shit like that, their dogs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, look at that.
That thing is fucking huge.
And they can't catch enough of them because they breed so rapidly.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They're just everywhere.
Oh my god, that's freaky. That
So-
is a big old snake.
All the swamps in Florida, that's all throughout them.
Mm.
Sheesh. There's one going after an alligator. What? Or a croc. I don't know the difference, to be honest. Oh no, he's getting eaten.
That's a gator. Crocs are much bigger,
Mm.
and usually crocodiles are not really in America, the U.S.,
Mm.
North America.
Got you. Well, yeah, that's a big old snake.
Yeah, it's a big snake.
I like some snakes. Some of them are like nice and they'll just hang out on you. And
They have
hang
no
around.
they have no predators down there either, so that's another
Really?
reason they're just because they're not native. They just showed
Yeah.
up, so nothing's
That's bad, dude.
so they're just
bad news.
destroying.
Mm.
Oh, did you guys hear about the I don't know if this is still going on or not, but the love bug infestation in like Florida.
I
Oh, I
heard
think it was
about
in
it, but
Florida.
I don't.
They
I don't know
have
if
they
it's
have
still-
those like there's a season for them in like down in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Think of a couple other states down in the south.
Let's see if I can find a video. It's just like swarming fucking bugs. It's terrifying.
Yeah, they those have seasons.
Oh, have you seen the spiders in Brazil? I think it was.
Uh-uh.
There was like some. I don't remember when this happened, but it was. It looked like that, but it was
Ooh.
spiders,
What?
and they had webs like between all the cars and the houses and stuff.
Oh
and
my god. Imagine having to go outside and go to
I
work
wouldn't.
with that.
yeah, I'd call in.
Yeah, right.
I'd call in for the rest of my life.
What's terrible about those is they're airborne. So how do you stop
Mhm.
that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And weird thing about the bugs is that they fly like ass to ass, like they're connected.
That's how
It
they
looks
breed, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's not my favorite. This is like a nightmare for me,
Yeah.
honestly.
I mean, that looks straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like God is punishing Florida. like
We
this
saw all the furry porn we were making.
Yeah,
and he was
exactly.
like, it's done.
exactly. This is the
Y'all want to live like animals? Here we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you're gonna punish a place, I feel like Florida is the one to start
Oh,
with.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry to my family that lives in Florida.
Have you guys
Holla.
have you guys heard about like just type in Florida man and
Oh
then your
my gosh,
birthday?
they're the greatest.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's so
What
many
is
great
this? What-
stories.
Florida man.
Yeah.
What is Florida, man?
Florida man does anything that you can
Anything and
imagine.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Um,
anytime there's a news article about some shit that went down in Florida,
Yeah.
it's the Florida man.
But it's like it's
Okay.
basically like Mad Libs because
Yeah.
it's just like word Florida
Okay.
man
Yeah, yeah.
eats
Mhm.
candle, then
Yeah.
goes to store,
Yeah.
then finds man and videotapes him, and it's just
It's-
like
Yeah.
it's
what?
crazy.
Yeah, so here's some good ones apparently. Florida man shooting at Target in backyard hits neighbors sitting at dining room table.
Okay.
Florida man doesn't get straw, attacks McDonald's employee.
That's her.
Florida man
That's
arrested. Mar-a-Lago says he came to talk to Trump about his 6.3 trillion. Florida man. Florida man arrested after hitting dad with pizza because he was mad he helped birth him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this shit is
What the fuck?
this shit's crazy.
Uh,
What?
It really should be like a TV series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a clip show, but it's just like Florida man. you
And
know,
that's
headlines.
why they're being overrun with snakes and
Yeah,
roads.
dude. Exactly. That's
Yep.
that's the punishment.
Yeah.
The world takes care of itself.
And they
Exactly.
have one for every single day.
Yeah.
January 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Like
Is that
I
all
think-
the way up to
I
now?
think it's 29. Ooh, let's see if it's been updated.
February, March. Holy fuck.
Just up to
Yeah, I
the
mean
end
there
of
is
March.
legit one for every single
I mean that's
day.
Yeah.
that feels. I feel like that's enough.
Yeah.
Accused of attacking mom. Oh crap, where'd it go? When she couldn't dress his mannequin. This is Florida's just a great. This is just a great, great place.
You just snapped the button. I've told you
God.
1,000 times.
Oh, Florida. We
Shoots and kills pet zebra he did not have a permit
Yes.
for.
yes. Yes, dude.
Poor zebra.
Fucking Florida.
Welcome to Florida.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Florida, man.
Electrocuted trying to remove bird from power line. Steals hot air balloon from Indiana during Florida Man challenge. I don't even. What is
What?
a Florida Man challenge?
What?
What?
Maybe it's a competition to see who has the craziest headline.
Oh, maybe. So yeah, I looked up Florida Man and my birthday, because it's supposed to be like, oh, that's your spirit animal, you know,
yeah.
whatever. And it was actually like a Florida Man day at a baseball park. Like, so this baseball park, it's like a minor league team or whatever. And my birthday is the day that they just like throughout every inning they'll just like talk about Florida Man headlines like in the fucking park, and everyone laughs and has a great time. And,
Makes for good entertainment.
Makes for great entertainment. I'd love to go.
I think that's Florida. They changed the state logo or the state motto to entertainment capital of the U.S.
Did they actually?
No, they should.
They should.
Oh,
Yeah, they
said they
should.
did. It's like, wow.
No, they should.
That's very self-aware, Florida.
You're figuring it out,
Good
guys.
job. Oh man, yeah, Florida.
And I think it was in Florida too. Remember when we had that bath salt craze?
yeah,
And like
Yeah.
the guy that ate
Faces
the person's
and shit.
face. Yeah, I think that was in
Yes.
Florida too.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
that's what started it all.
Maybe. Yeah.
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 That's the
Ugh.
sin they're paying for.
You guys are getting the plague tomorrow.
Yep.
Nothing you can do.
Sorry.
Florida's strange because it's you have like part of Florida that's just like swamps, part
Mhm.
of Florida that's just like a little hilly.
Mhm.
You have the beaches down there.
Party Central,
and then
you know.
yeah, drug
Mhm.
capital
Mhm.
Miami.
Mhm.
Crazy
Yeah.
shit. Florida's fucking crazy.
It's diverse,
Yeah.
man. It's a very versatile place.
Yeah, and pretty much most of my family lives in like the central area of Florida, which looks a lot like it does here to
Mhm.
me. Like
Mhm.
last time I went there, very humid. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Fucking
looks
day.
this like the Central Florida looks kind of similar to Arkansas in a way, but yeah, then they've got the beaches and the swamps full of gators and
Yeah. And now snakes.
Yeah,
snakes.
Not really down for that. Not really down for that. Excuse me.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh. Well, let's see.
Florida's way wilder than most of the other places.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Although there are some other wild places.
Randy, do you have experience in wild places?
There's a lot of wild places.
I've
What
never
the fuck
been
is
a-
that?
It's
an iguana.
That's kind of scary. Shit coming up through the toilet. Because
Hell
apparently
yeah.
that's a real thing.
Yeah, no, it happens
Oh,
with the
yeah.
snakes.
Yeah, it happened with.
I would
yeah.
be no.
In my grandma's house, it happened with. She like lives, or she used to live kind of like in the country, and there's
In
a snake-
Florida
No,
and
no,
not
no,
in
no,
Arkansas?
In Arkansas.
No.
In Arkansas. It was in Hot Springs, and
Oh,
just
great.
traveled up her
That's so
traveled
close.
up her toilet while she was on the pot, and she
Yeah.
got up and fucking screamed because there's a snake in my toilet. And,
That's
I'm
scary.
uncomfortable.
No.
cool. Just look where you sit. That's all you got to do.
What if you can't look while you're sitting?
Yeah, you
though?
can't.
Sure, you can. Just take a peek.
Ooh, that's scary.
No.
Not cool.
I am uncomfortable.
Well, you know
And
what? That's
fearful.
life. That's life.
Grandma was right. Arkansas is full of weird stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
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 For sure.
That's probably not the weirdest thing here. I would think.
No, the weirdest thing here
Oh.
would be one of my Tinder dates when they asked me if I'd sleep with him and his sister.
Oh,
That's the weirdest thing
Hmm.
here. Yeah.
You gotta keep it in the
Wow.
family, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, it
That's
would be
weird.
weird if he did it by himself. So
I mean,
help him out.
yeah. What the hell, Anjali? Not cool, yo. You made this man sleep by his sister by himself.
That is selfish.
You're sick, Anjali. Oh God. Okay, we need to stop with that.
Yeah, we may
That's
have,
done.
We may have
That's
crossed the
done.
line on that one. Yeah, we may have gone a little too far.
We'll talk about furry porn all day. But incest is no bueno.
Yeah, that's maybe it. On that one.
Oh man. Anyways.
You're not gonna pull that one up? You're just
Yeah.
gonna
You guys read any good books recently? Mm-mm.
What's your favorite Halloween time movie?
Ooh.
Oh. It might be the original Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's the first horror movie I really got into.
Oh.
Yeah, I
okay.
watched it when I was a kid and became like a huge Michael Myers fangirl, like obsessed with Michael Myers. Yeah, I mean that might be it just because that's what started it all,
Mhm.
But I don't know. I feel like so many things have been done and overdone and everything lately. It's really hard to find a good one
Mhm.
now. I feel like.
I liked.
Yeah.
Did you see Hereditary?
Yeah.
I loved Hereditary.
Yeah, that was
dude.
creepy.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
What is Hereditary about?
It's about. I don't really know how to explain it without spoiling.
I don't know
it,
either. Yeah.
It's about this family, and a lot of spooky stuff happens to them,
Yeah.
and it's really, really
It related-
That sounds like a really generic plot.
Because if I
Sounds like
really
this
go
family
into
and
like if I
spooky
go
stuff.
if I go into like why or what's happening,
Yeah, it's gonna
really,
spoil
gonna
everything.
It's a
for you.
scary movie about
It's
a family
just
that
it's
scary things happen to.
scary
Yeah.
things happen.
You will
Yeah.
get scared and then it's scary.
Yeah.
No, but like it's
unsettling.
very unsettling.
Yeah, it's
not even
unsettling.
just like jump scary. It's just like it
Yeah.
makes you feel very gross.
There is one, the last really good one that I saw that's on Netflix. It's called The Autopsy of Jane Doe, and
I haven't seen that.
it's just creepy.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't really have a lot of the jump scare thing either, but it's just disturbing.
Well,
kind
I
of,
think that's
yeah.
how you make a good.
Yeah,
like,
that's how you
scary
make a good
movie.
one. Yeah, you get under people's skin.
Mhm,
Like
for
the whole,
sure.
like all the jump scares, and there's a lady in the mirror when you turn around and
Right.
everything. It's just
Like, I
it's
get
been-
it, you
It's
know.
been done so many times.
Yeah.
You expect it.
Mhm.
Those
But-
are my least favorite
For sure.
because it's just cheap scares.
Like
Yeah.
with like The Conjuring, like I felt the
Yeah.
same way. I thought it was super cheap and it didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, and it's the same with video games too.
Mhm.
Like I said, I watch a lot of like the Let's Plays and
Mhm.
everything, and it's just a lot of the same
Yeah.
jump scares that you just expect it to happen. Like you go in the bathroom and you knock on the stalls, and you just know that
Boom!
there's
Yeah.
I figure that's probably the easiest way to really get a scare
For
in
sure.
a game, though. Like
Mhm.
with in a movie or something cinematic, I feel like it's a little easier to like go the other way
Mhm.
and get I guess more unsettling than
Yeah.
the jump scare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and a lot of it is the sound too.
Mhm.
Like you get the right
Yeah.
soundtrack going,
Mhm.
and that's a lot of it with that movie, The Autopsy of Jane Doe, is just like the atmosphere that it creates with the music.
Mhm.
That it just makes you feel like something is going to happen, but it's like you just stay in that state, nothing happens.
Yeah. Ugh, gross. What about you, Randy? You got a favorite horror film?
Not really. I don't watch a whole lot of horror.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be the type to watch a lot of horror for some reason.
Not. I'm more of a comedy.
Okay.
A lot of comedies, maybe some thrillers
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. Not so much horror. I'm trying to think of a good one that I did really enjoy. I mean, there's good ones out there, but it's just not my
Not your cup of
not my
tea.
go-to.
Yeah.
I get that.
Especially because a lot of them, are like especially when I was growing up, a lot of them were just like jump scares.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Like, okay,
Mhm.
this is what a horror movie is. Ah,
Yeah.
nah. I was a very
Yeah.
anxious child. I did not need that going
Yeah.
on.
I don't need more.
I don't need
Nah.
more.
Yeah.
No more drama.
Nah, keep that down.
Yeah. Anjali, are you into horror flicks really?
No, we weren't really allowed to watch them growing up.
Mm.
So, like, I mean, now I'm kind of just don't really unless people invite me. And like I said, I'm that person that's very, like, I have to rationalize everything. So, by the time it would be scary, I've already kind of predicted it was going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
That's how I feel with a lot of
Although-
jump scary movies.
Yeah.
it's not, I don't know if it's, like, considered a scary movie or not, but one of the movies that sticks in my head very familiarly is Cabin Fever.
I liked that one.
Yeah, and it's like I just think back on like the scenes of people shaving their legs and their skin peeling off as they shave, and like
Mhm.
it's like disturbing, but I kind of like it. Like I like unsettling things. Like I
Yeah.
watched all 3 Human Centipedes. Like
Ooh,
I've never
seen one.
Yeah, don't. I mean,
That's-
you can see the first one, and that one's okay. The second one's like, all right, and then just don't even watch the third one. The third one's like so ridiculous. It's like it gets racist, like, and it's not even funny racist.
Yeah.
Not that there is a funny racist, but like it's just not even.
It's just like trying too hard to like.
They're just whatever. But even I watched Teeth, and
Oh,
that's,
I've heard about that.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Teeth is like this girl that has teeth
In her vagina, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I've seen that, and like those are kind of like if I'm gonna watch a movie, I don't want to see by myself.
Yeah.
But, like if I'm just gonna like watch something, I'm like, "Ugh, let me turn on something weird. Then those are those are what I'll watch.
That premise
Yeah.
is just seems ridiculous.
What premise? The
Of teeth.
I mean, yeah.
If you're like,
I think it's I feel like it would kind of try to be ridiculous in that aspect, though. You know.
I mean,
But
it
I've been-
would-
I
I've
don't
never
think they
seen
were
it,
trying to be
so-
ridiculous in the movie, which is even
really?
stranger about it because you're just like, it's kind of like The Room. It's like, I hope that he was being ridiculous. And like the Teeth movie, I'm like, I wish that you were actually just trying to be ridiculous, that you could just be ridiculous, but you're trying to be serious, and this is not the context.
Yeah.
of be serious.
I'm picturing myself as like a producer and someone's pitching me the
I thought he
premise
was
of
going to be like
Teeth,
a woman.
and I'm like, this is fucking. Are you fucking crazy? Have you lost your mind?
Teeth. Wow.
You want to put teeth in a girl's vagina and revolve a movie around that? Is this for real? Am I getting punked?
Yeah. And it's like what you would imagine to happen in that movie does happen. Like, there's an assault in that movie. Obviously, she
Yeah.
bites him off. Like, it's like the things you would expect to happen.
Yeah.
They happen in that movie.
Hate
Like,
that.
she goes
Where
to
else
her
do you go with
gynecologist appointment, and the hand gets bitten off. Like, it's like.
I feel like, well, I mean, that's what else you got.
Yes,
right, right.
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
Everything has to be centered around. It's a movie centered around a vagina. Like,
Yeah, like, there's only so much you
It's a
can.
movie about stuff
Yeah.
going in vaginas and stuff getting bitten off.
And not coming out of vagina.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You can make the same movie with a alligator.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they did. They
Oh,
made
wait.
a, they made an alligator horror movie not that long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the one
where
that
she
just-
bites off a man and bites off his gynecologist.
I don't know if he bites off like a dick or anything,
Ah.
but he bites stuff. I'm sure.
There's that. There is that.
What is it called? I
That
don't
Lake
remember.
Placid movie is the alligator, right?
The what?
Yeah,
Lake
that one has
Placid.
a that one.
Lake.
I don't think I've seen that one, but yeah, it's got a big old gator or something in it.
One other
old
thing that
gator.
pisses me off about horror movies is that if one does good, they try to continue on like that, and
Yeah.
it just gets ridiculous.
Yeah, and that happens a lot in video games. Like, I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago when PT came out,
Mhm. Yep.
that Silent Hill, trailer thing that didn't happen,
Yeah.
and it was so
It was-
awesome.
it
It
was
was so
great.
good. And now that it got canceled, everybody is trying to make their own
Mhm.
PT. So there's like 1,000 PT copies out there. It's like, okay,
And
guys,
like all the layouts are kind of similar.
they're
to
all
PT
very
and,
similar.
like,
Yeah.
that same aesthetic of the house and all
Yeah,
that
so it's
shit.
like one of them does phenomenal, and then everybody else has to do it.
Yes, get your own idea, loser.
Yeah, big gator.
Big gold gator. That thing
Yeah.
is scary.
Yeah,
I don't
that
even
was-
remember the name of that movie I was trying to talk
Is it the
about.
one that just came out
Yeah,
recently?
yeah.
I can't remember.
Hold on.
What is it?
Alligator movie.
Yes.
Alligator.
Crawl.
search.
That'll
Crawl,
narrow it
Crawl.
down.
Crawl,
Crawl, yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I feel like I already get the gag, right?
Yeah.
Alligators terrorizing people. They're gonna kill it.
Is this like a big budget film?
These are.
It looks
Hold on.
good, but
Crawl
well,
is-
like visually it looks nice. But yeah, it's like
Let me see here. Yeah, it's a big budget movie. It came out in like big theaters and like
mhm.
all that shit. Was it even? Who's it directed by? Okay, I don't know who that is. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
But yeah, it was a big movie.
13 million budget. Yeah.
Another movie that I really liked. I don't know if I'd consider it horror, more like kind of a thriller. Was Switch. What's it fucking called? The guy who like changed personalities and he had these people
Oh,
like locked up.
Yeah,
Split.
Split.
Split, yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that movie.
That one was good.
It's so good.
That one was good.
for sure.
Did you see the one?
Like the sequel to it.
Yeah,
I
I haven't seen
haven't
that
seen it
either.
yet.
Mm-mm.
it's good.
Is it?
Yeah,
I was afraid they were gonna fuck it up.
and so that's like and it actually. So apparently, it's where they tie in also the movie. What's it called? The other
Glass, I think.
Glass is wait. Glass is the new one.
Hold on.
It's like a trilogy
Glass.
kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
yeah.
I can't remember what the first one's called. Glass is the new one, right?
I don't-
Yes, Glass is the
okay.
new
Glass
one.
is the new one. That's the last one. That's the one that ties them in.
Okay.
What's the first one called? Just click on M. Night Shyamalan's name. We'll look through his stuff because he did the whole.
He directed
thing.
all three.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
He wrote them. What's it called? Go to filmography.
Okay. Glass Split, The Visit?
It's Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, that was in 2000. Good lord.
So that movie's really good.
You say that like that was so long ago.
it was almost 20 years ago. So it's a
Oh,
long
ew,
time.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
It's a really good movie. And then Split is the second part of that, and then Glass ties them together.
Okay.
And Glass is really good.
Good.
Yeah,
I'll have
I haven't seen that.
check that
seen
out.
it yet.
It-
Yes, I saw Split, and that was fantastic.
Red.
Aw, Red's gonna be famous.
Red, you're famous. Oh, he's out of
Nope.
here. Fuck that.
Too much pressure.
Mom, help me.
Sorry.
You guys put too much on it.
Sorry, Red. We embarrassed him on national television.
It's okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I need to check that out. Oh, shit.
Some of his movies are very strange. Shyamalan's.
Sixth Sense was good. I thought.
Sixth Sense is a good movie, but it's so popular at this point. It's almost like everyone knows, and the big thing is not knowing what that movie.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like.
true. This wasn't directed by Shyamalan, but one movie that like everybody seems to really like, and that I just hate is E.T. I thought E.T. was so bad.
Why?
I hated it. It's just boring.
You're too young.
It's boring.
You're just too young.
And it's not interesting.
I haven't seen it
It
since
just
I was a
drops
kid.
off, and I'm
I've
like,
never
So-
seen it, period.
I watched that
Okay.
movie
Yeah,
just
I
a
was,
couple
like-
months ago.
E.T.
Yeah.
I was
So
little.
good.
So I don't remember it.
I want to watch Mac and Me.
Mac and Me's really good
I
too.
haven't seen that.
Mac and Me's a cheesier version.
Just look
of
at the.
E.T.
Hold on, let me show you the alien.
It's a much cheesier version.
Yeah.
Came out a little while after.
I love
What
this
is
motherfucker, man.
happening?
This dude is great. Look at him, man. He's
Much cheesier,
He's
but
just a little,
Oh my
alien
goodness.
guy.
very. It's still very good.
I love it. He makes me.
I watched that a lot as a kid
Vulgar.
too.
Ooh, I didn't like Big either.
With Tom
Big
Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Mm-mm.
Really?
I thought that was just
You're more
the
of a-
concept. The concept was weird, and it just.
It was the 80s,
I just
man.
lost interest real quick.
It was the 80s. That was the jam.
I mean, I get that. You know, I'm just not from the '80s. That's the problem, I guess.
Maybe. I think that. I mean, I know what you mean though, especially like because there's some movies that are older than me that I'm
Mhm.
like, this is stupid.
Right.
Like
But I mean,
classics.
I like some good like '80s movies. I like Bloodsport.
Well, Bloodsport's a great movie.
But I mean, you know, they're always my parents, and they're always trying to show me old movies.
There's some good ones back then.
For sure.
I forgot about Mac and Me though. I haven't thought about that movie in a
This
really
dude
long
is
time.
fucking freaky. I love it. One of my mom's friends has a legitimate like phobia. No, I don't know about phobia, but a real fear of E.T. Like the
Yeah.
alien. you know what I'm talking about?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, she's they even
She's a character herself.
they taught
Listen.
they taught her son to go like lift up his finger and go Elliot so he could fuck with his mom like all the time. It was great.
Yeah, it's wild.
Ugh.
I'll have to check that out because I have never seen that one.
Have you seen Jerry's
funny.
ET picture?
Uh-uh.
Dude, I need to get him. Let me see if I can text my mom right now. Try to find it.
Yes, text your mommy.
Because I have to find that picture. It's y'all hold a conversation while all right, what about what's your favorite what animes are you into?
Oh gosh.
I only know
Kiss,
like
kiss, fall in love.
I only know
That's
like three.
me.
I only know like
We're
in
three.
host
animes.
Oh,
club.
I love that one. It's so cute.
It's cute, but there's definitely something really weird about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. There's definitely some weird parts of it. It is cute overall though. Oh gosh. Well, right now I actually finally got around to watching My Hero Academia
Oh,
and
yeah.
caught up on that. It took me long enough, but yeah, I finally caught up on that.
I like what I've seen of it. I haven't watched
yeah.
too much of it. But I, like what
I
I've
wasn't,
seen.
because at first I'm like, this is gonna be dumb.
Mhm.
You know, I'm like, it's just one of those that everybody hypes up, and then I started watching. I'm like, okay, I really like this.
Yeah, yeah.
And now I kind of want to cosplay a couple. But I think my favorite is still probably Inuyasha.
Oh, that's
I think
a good
it's
one.
still my favorite.
Inuyasha is that perfect like
Inuyasha-
early like I don't even know when it came out. What like 90s or
Yeah, I think so.
Is that
yeah.
total art style?
Yeah.
It was
So
like-
Shamaru is
Mhm.
totally my husband. Like I'll pass on all the real guys. Just give me Sesshomaru. Rurouni Kenshin.
I haven't heard of that one.
It's an older
I don't know
one.
much anime,
It's an
but-
older one. Cowboy Bebop
Mm-hmm.
is another big favorite of mine.
Yeah, my anime knowledge is very basic.
Yeah.
Like my favorite, like one of my favorite shows of all time is just Dragon Ball Z,
Ball's
just
good.
because
Yeah.
it's a classic.
It's a
How could you not
classic,
love
man,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball, man?
Yeah,
Um,
there's not a whole lot of like newer ones that I've gotten to see. I would say like the newest one that I have watched would be My Hero Academia,
Mhm.
Attack on Titan, and Tokyo Ghoul.
I started Attack on Titan. I
Some
just
people like
kinda
it, some
fell
people
off of
don't.
it. Yeah.
I really liked it up until like towards the end of season 3, and I'm caught up on the manga.
Uh-huh.
And there's like a big chunk of the manga that I
Really?
you know, yeah, like it's I'm not that excited to see it animated. I'm just kind of like wanting to get to the end of it
What about
at some point.
you? What about Hunter x Hunter? You like
I
that
haven't
one?
started that one. Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, I'm really
lot.
behind on a lot of them just because I don't really like get to sit down and watch stuff that often.
Right,
Whenever
I
I
get
have the
that.
TV on, I'm usually either like working on schoolwork
Mhm.
or doing my makeup stuff. So I don't want to start something that I've never seen,
Right, I
you
totally
know.
get that.
So I've got like this huge list of anime and movies,
Mhm.
video games and stuff that I need to partake in
Mhm.
that I just don't know when I'll get around to it.
You ever watch anime, Randy?
A little bit when I was in like my early teens.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of Dragon Ball. That's really as far as I ever got.
Dragon Ball's the shit. I love Dragon Ball.
Howard has been saying that Hunter x Hunter is really good
Mhm.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
it's
really
it's
good
been
one.
recommended to me a few times. I just haven't gotten around to watching
Yeah.
it, but I finally got a couple of other ones out of the way, so I might start up that one sometime
Yeah.
soon. I can't watch the really long ones like One Piece and Bleach
Yeah, I
are
don't even
so
want to start
long.
Like Naruto.
There's no point. Yeah,
Naruto
there's
Shippuden,
really
all
no
that
point in me
shit.
starting them because I don't have enough time anyway. I usually do like the ones that are like 25, 30 episodes
Yeah, for
long, like the
sure.
really good ones that are super short because I can get them out of the way
Mhm.
and
Yeah, yeah,
watch
yeah,
them.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's too much of a commitment for me. Like, pretty much any show. Like, I don't know. I tried to watch Walking Dead, for instance, and like
I never got into
I got a
it.
season in, and I'm like, man, I get it. It's fucking zombies. People die.
Yeah.
How far can you go
Exactly,
with a series?
right.
Yeah, I never
Mm,
got into
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
There's some things that make a great series, and there's some things that should just be like a 3-minute movie
Mhm.
or 30 or 3-hour movie.
a 3-minute movie.
3-minute movie.
3-minute movie.
There's some things that should just be a 3-minute movie.
Yeah.
Hey, some of those YouTube short horror movies, I don't know if you guys have really watched them
Uh-uh.
much. I can't think of what the channel is, but there's like a whole series of just horror short films on YouTube that are anywhere from like 5 to 12 minutes long, and
Really?
they are freaking good.
Really?
Like
That's
the one that
awesome.
inspired the movie Lights Out is one where the girl is just like, she turns off her light switch and there's someone in the hallway, turns it on, no one's there. And then she's like laying in bed about to go to sleep. She turns the lamp off and turns over and there's like somebody in the bed next to her with like this crazy look on her face.
That's creepy.
But yeah, there's some really good short movies on there, and I feel like that's all you need sometimes.
Mhm.
yeah.
Just that 15-minute or less impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna airdrop this to the. I don't know how to do this.
Let me see. Oh my god, that is too great.
Oh man, this is what I was talking about earlier. The Jerry's ET picture.
That is too
I don't
great.
even want to give context.
Wow.
I just want to pull it up.
Here, let me show you.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I'm ready.
I know.
I think you'll love it. Do I have the airdrop on? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you got to go up to the top and kind of let it come down. I don't know why I did that.
I love when we try to figure out technology together.
Yeah, I sure can't. That's all beyond me.
What's that? Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the other one. Let me take a short intermission, people.
We'll get this. We'll get this going. Sometimes I have to like search in a search bar for airdrop, and then it'll
Worked
like
really
pop
easy
up.
last time we tried it.
But I'll like literally type it in.
This computer is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, my laptop is a PC, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
So
that
I've
was
never-
the weirdest transition.
Yeah.
Like I was constantly working on a Windows, and now everything is Apple here. So I'm
Mhm.
like, oh
My
god.
brain's too small for an Apple.
Yeah,
It's too confusing.
so I've got the iPhone, and then I've just got like this PC that I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know how to work them together.
Yes.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. If not, I can just like email it and then we can pull it up from there.
This is like that episode of Portlandia where they're trying to open up some sort of song, and they're all just like, well, what if we just plug in all these chords? And then they're like, oh, we don't have the right chord. Okay, well, why don't we could put it on a flash drive. Oh, it doesn't use a flash drive. Like,
The AirDrop on my laptop, because it's so old, it's like 2013 or 14,
Yeah.
so it's old news now.
Old news.
There it is. You should
So
be
many
able to.
Randys.
I'm trying, but it's still going to this other computer. 'Cause
Wait,
that's the only
it's
one.
not. It's a different one here.
Yeah. Do it, Randy.
Do it.
Do it, Randy.
fix it.
It should become viewable in a minute. Oh no, that was my phone that it did. No, my bad.
Isn't that embarrassing?
Actually, there's probably an easier way to do this. With your phone.
This is a good way to fill time.
We are professionals here. Each one of us.
We're
We got our
trying.
technological degree.
Yep.
We're trying. Yeah.
Our BAs in
I
technological.
lost it. I don't know where it went.
Oh,
I've been done messed up.
you've been done messed it up.
I crossed the wrong bridge.
Oh,
Anyway, it is a great picture though.
it is a great picture. Here, shit, I don't know.
Here, AirDrop it to my phone.
Okay. All right.
Here we go.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
AirDrop it to my phone and I can put it up there.
Let me see. Come on. Jesus.
Process.
Technology.
This better be a good photo.
Right,
Great.
right.
It's pretty good.
Hey, can you see it on your phone? Randy?
Yeah, I got it. I
Hell
got it.
yeah.
We got this. We
dude.
got this. We're going.
Ow! Oh wait, iMac is.
No, IMAX.
No,
is
no.
that one. IMAX not the
There
right
you go.
one. There's too much.
So much technology happening.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Gosh.
Oh yeah.
He's like lingering.
Oh no! Hold on. I have to use. This
He's like hovering.
Oh, you can't see it that well with this camera. Since it's not
Oh
through
yeah,
this
it's not
computer.
gonna be on
Oh,
the
isn't that great?
laptop.
Here.
Oh my gosh.
The look on his face.
He's just
That's-
a happy little boy.
It's just hovering.
It's just an albino ET.
Honestly,
There we go.
E.T. really looks like he's having a moment where he's contemplating all his life
Yeah.
decisions
Yeah.
that led him to a lifestyle of having boys sitting on his lap.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like,
Yeah, that picture's terrifying, but I love it.
hello,
so much.
darkness, my old friend.
All right. Yep.
I like how
That's
adorable Jerry looks.
I know.
I know,
Right?
he looks so cute.
He's just a little innocent little boy.
Sweet
Sitting
little
on
Jerry.
E.T.'s lap as he has a moment.
It's Santa Claus ET too. He had a fucking Christmas hat on.
I love it.
Yeah, dude. It was
Also,
the 80s.
E.T. is heavily whitewashed in that
Yes,
photo, but it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I guess.
It was
the
the
80s. They
What do
were
you mean?
whitewashing everybody.
Hey, there's a point in that movie where he is very white.
When he's like
Maybe
sick.
that's, yeah.
I
maybe
don't know
that's
that
just-
movie. I just know that I've seen pictures and he looks quite tan. So
Yeah.
Normally, yes, but when he's sick, when he gets sick, he's very
Ah.
pale.
So
I
that
hate
was
it when
just
I
a
get
that would
sick
make
sick.
ET.
sense.
I hate it when I get sick and I turn white too.
That's racist.
Yeah, you know.
Every show I learn she's more and more racist. It's a common theme here,
Very common theme. It gets brought up pretty much every episode. That
pretty much. Yeah.
Anjali's right. If we're doing like a same old devil's drinking game, I need to come up with some rules for a same old devil's drinking game where
Yeah.
Anjali is proven racist.
Anjali says something racist, and then we're all shit faced.
And we're all gone.
We talk about mayonnaise. That'd be a good one. Oh man.
You guys only do that to watch me squirm.
True. No, I love it. I love getting
terrible.
reactions out of Randy.
Terrible.
Just bringing up some really weird stuff on the on the TV or talking about mayonnaise. It's
So-
been great.
What games are you playing now,
Actually, none at the moment, just because I'm doing so much other stuff.
or what
I'm-
have you recently? What was the last one that you got into?
Oh gosh, so the newest one that I've played has actually been Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
That's how. I mean, that feels
not
really
that old.
far back.
It's only a couple months.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I still haven't the top one on my list that I still haven't played is Red Dead 2.
Oh,
Red Dead Redemption
shit.
2.
It's
Oh
so
man.
Is that your
good.
horsey game?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that game.
I-
While watching it.
Yeah, that your life is gone when
Yeah,
you
I
start.
Absolutely.
the first one is still one of my favorite games to this date. So I'm someone's
And they've they've really vamped up the online. So like you have different roles now. Like you can be a trader, you can be a like a salesman, like a fucking bounty hunter, all this crazy shit.
I
And
want to
you
be
get
a
different
horsey.
perks for it.
just the horse.
Yes.
A trader like you double cross someone.
I mean,
Traitor!
You could, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
The horses in that game look like they would be massive in real life.
Absolutely. That game is so fun.
I don't want to
though,
think
dude.
about that, but
Yeah.
It's real
yeah,
Yeah,
monstrous
I
horses.
really want to play that one though.
Oh,
I just haven't gotten around to it.
definitely would
but-
recommend it.
There's so
Yeah.
much to it. It's
Yeah,
so good.
I like those games that I can spend like weeks
Mm-hmm.
on, because
Yep.
whenever I do play games, I tend to burn through them so fast and nothing lasts me that long, So games like Fallout and Elder Scrolls and everything
Ooh.
that can last me.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
replayed Skyrim.
I love Skyrim.
It's so good.
I love
It is good.
Skyrim.
Because I was a little too young. Like I played it and I just kind of did the main story. I didn't really appreciate like the side quests and shit like that. But
That's
you
the
know.
best.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
the main storyline is the worst part of
Absolutely,
all Elder
yeah.
Scrolls
yeah.
games.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
yeah,
else
now
is the
like
jam,
now
but-
like I'm a
Yeah.
vampire and I'm part of the Dark Brotherhood. And all
Yeah.
this cool shit.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, so the Dark Brotherhood is one of the first things I tried to do
Uh-huh.
when I played Skyrim because the first Elder Scrolls game I played was Oblivion,
Ooh,
and the
yeah.
Dark Brotherhood quest was like my favorite thing of the game. So as soon as I got Skyrim, I'm like, okay, where do I have to go and what do I have to do to be in the Dark
Yeah.
Brotherhood? I'm like level 1,
Yeah.
being killed by mud crabs, and I'm like, I want to be an assassin.
Yeah. Oh, that
But
game's
it's
so
it's
fun.
so good. It's so good. I need to get it for my PS4. I had it for my 360, and now I need it for the,
Yeah.
for the better.
I wish they would
video quality.
remaster Oblivion because to
That
me it
was
was so
so
much
good.
deeper
Mhm.
than
It
even
was-
Skyrim.
Sure.
Yeah, it was really,
Yeah.
really good.
Mhm.
All the storylines
Mhm.
were
Mm.
so much better in it. Than
hmm
it just needs some updated tricks.
That would be
some
amazing.
graphics.
Yeah.
Do
in
you
it, jam.
do you have a Switch?
Mm-mm.
Octopath.
No.
Octopath is such a good game.
What is
Octopath
that?
Traveler. It's a RPG game and RPG game. That's redundant. Okay. But it's like it's just a regular RPG, but the pixel work is phenomenal. The soundtrack is phenomenal. Like the fighting, the system is really cool because these enemies, they have like certain weaknesses, and if you hit them so many times with a weakness, they're like knocked out for one turn, and you can just wail on them. Makes for like really fun boss battles and all this kind of stuff. I love that game.
Turn-based.
But I haven't
I
finished
like
it.
a good turn-based.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I definitely
yeah.
recommend Octopath Traveler. I think you like it if you like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Or
I
shit
love
like
Final
that.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that remake
Mhm.
of
Right?
7. It's been long enough. Like,
Right?
release it, please.
I'm kind of on the fence. Like I like a lot of what I'm seeing, but I'm also kind of like, there's a lot of things that I'm questionable about.
I'm a little nervous just because of 15.
Mhm.
Like I really liked 15, but I mean before they came out with all the DLC and the updates and stuff, it was missing a lot. Like I felt like it had a lot of black holes to it.
I really liked 15 for the first couple hours, and then I was
Mhm.
like, I'm doing the same shit over and over.
Yeah, like the
Very
side
bored.
quests in it were kind of
It's all everything is just go here, kill this. Now
Yeah.
go over here, kill this. Now go over here and kill this.
yeah. It
Very-
felt like it was missing a lot of stuff. So that's why I'm a little apprehensive about the remake of 7.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I want to see it.
yeah.
I
with
hope
you.
they don't disappoint.
I'm with you.
After all this waiting,
My
it took what
biggest
like 10
fear-
years for 15 to come out. My God.
My biggest fear is the episodic aspect of it.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
the
yeah,
part.
we had a
Yeah.
conversation about this with Howard on there.
I don't
That's
like
a-
that idea. Cause I mean it's a huge game, but that's
Mhm.
part of the draw, you know.
Mhm.
And I understand it's a lot to pack in, but
Mhm.
So are you paying like $60 per episode or like?
from what I can tell,
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
so far,
Woo,
that's what I
just
can tell.
fucking
I may not be able to
steep,
do
yo.
that.
Fuck all that.
the first like the one that's coming is supposed to get you to like out of Midgar,
Mm-hmm.
which is not that far
That
into
doesn't
the game.
feel. Yeah, it's not really that
they're supposed
far.
to pack a lot more into it. Like there's a lot more story for some of the smaller characters. Like there's supposed to be a lot more backstory for like Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse.
Mhm.
You're supposed to get a lot more character development from them, so you get more story from that. But still, that doesn't seem like that
Yeah.
much.
I mean, I like that. It's just
It's I mean, it's a good idea, but there's so much more to that whole thing. And then when
Mhm.
you break it up, then how's it gonna carry over?
Mhm.
How weird is
Yeah.
it gonna get?
and then if
what
you're
if I want to go
charging
back?
that much for each
Yeah,
one,
fuck
like
that, dude.
I think that's what I'm worried about. That it's
Mhm.
like a cash grab and
Mhm.
just a fan
Mhm.
service.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
is like level caps gonna have to take any kind of
Yeah.
Are they gonna have to put level caps in it so you don't over level for the next game? Or
Mhm.
that's
Yeah.
a weird system.
Do you have to
'Cause if
start
you're stuck
over
with
every
one
time?
game, yeah, if you're stuck with one game for a while, people are gonna grind and grind and grind
Mhm.
that shit till they're max.
mhm,
And next game they'll just be able to fucking shit on everybody
mhm,
or shit on everything they fight.
Yeah.
It's not like a multiplayer.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I hope it doesn't disappoint
Yeah.
because it's been a while since they first started talking about it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. It's been a long while
Mhm.
since they decided to actually pull the trigger on it.
yeah,
It's been a long time.
it's been a while. But yeah, like I think with 15, that took 10 years
Mm-hmm.
for them to make 15. Because at first I think it was Versus 13 too or
Mhm.
something, and then they like redid the character design and redid like the first level and everything, and it became 15, and it was still missing a lot of stuff.
Mhm, mhm.
Are they aren't they coming out with the new Elder Scrolls? Are
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
What's it? Is it elsewhere? Is
I
it called
think it's-
elsewhere or some shit.
I
Hold on.
think it's in Redgar, or no, I
Ooh.
think that's the race of people that
Yeah,
live there.
Redguard is the.
It's
New Elder
I can't remember
Scrolls.
what the name of it is.
I don't
I don't
think
think
they've
have a
named
name
it
for
yet.
Yeah, they're just saying.
Elsewhere,
Yeah, there's-
6.
I think Elsewhere was an expansion for the
For-
online.
Yeah, that was- yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes
But
sense.
yeah, I think the new. I don't think they have a name.
Yeah, I think it's like the theories that people have come out with based on like that image down
Oh, shit,
there
my bad.
of
I'll go back.
the Elder Scrolls 6 with like the mountains in the background.
Mhm.
People have theorized based on like what the maps in game and everything look like that that looks like a mountainscape that's in I can't remember what it's called.
I don't-
That particular region.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird names and.
Yeah. I don't remember, but
I'm hyped because I love the Elder Scrolls
Oh, yeah.
games.
oh yeah.
They
They're
are
so
great.
good.
They're very great.
Yeah. I'm hyped
Yeah.
up.
I just hope that we see it within the next 10 years.
Yeah, good
That's the
luck.
bad thing about one, the popularity of games now, and two, them releasing so much so early. I mean, it's
Mhm. Oh,
the
great that
hype.
you know they're in development.
Yeah.
The
But then
hype
they-
fucks it up sometimes.
We're coming out with
Mhm.
this in 13 more years.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Just keep your mouth shut then.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me about what you're doing tomorrow.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if people will like start looking into the game and looking into like trailers and shit, and they'll start
Mhm.
overhyping it.
Yeah.
and people get really excited for a game that's not what their expectations
Mhm.
were. And
I think that's their idea, though. That's how you sell the most.
that's
I
true.
guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point
Yeah.
I guess.
for sure.
So I understand why, but
Yeah.
fuck.
But fuck.
It's disappointing for
But
the
fuck,
rest of
fuck.
us.
It is. It's disappointing on many levels because
Yeah.
first you have to wait,
Yeah.
and then second, when it gets overhyped and then it's not what you want, you're like, oh fuck, man, you made me waste my money.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Well, yeah. I hope it'll be good.
I hope so too.
Mm.
Let's see. I just started replaying Breath of the Wild again.
Ooh, I love that game.
I haven't played it.
Oh,
I
it's
haven't
so
played
good.
it.
Oh man.
Dude,
I
it's
want
so
to so
good.
bad.
Oh man.
It's
One of these
probably-
days I'll get a Switch and be
No,
able to play it.
that's, in my opinion, that's the best Zelda game ever, 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 ever.
It really is top notch.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to play it.
I'd recommend getting a Switch just
Just,
to
that's
play
what I
Breath of the
thought of
Wild.
doing. Like
Mhm.
whenever they had announced the trailer and everything for it, I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get a Switch just to play this game.
That's what I
yeah,
did.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I
it's
know, I
kinda
just
like-
haven't gotten around
it's
to
like
it.
Skyrim in that aspect of like there's so much shit you can do. There's so many
Mhm.
side quests and
I
so
love
shit to
that.
explore.
The good thing, the
Ugh.
really cool thing that I enjoyed about it is like the original Legend of Zelda.
Mhm.
There's not a whole lot of direction.
Right.
It's just here's the world. Go do what the
Mhm.
fuck you want.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Same way.
Yeah, I've heard, or I think I saw a video of someone who went like straight to Ganon
Mm-hmm.
from like
Yeah,
the get go.
because you can. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's all up to you. You don't have to take out all the divine beasts. You don't have to even take out one. Like
Yeah.
you can just go straight to Ganon and try and.
Are
beat
those the
him if
guys
you
that
want
chase
to.
you all
No,
over
those are the guardians.
Yeah, those are.
Oh
Guardians.
yeah, those guys
Um,
look like assholes.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
terrible.
They're assholes for real.
I'm playing it on master mode now.
Oh.
Bro,
It's
I beat it on
terrible.
master mode. It's so hard.
It's very hard.
It takes twice as many hearts. Like every time you get hit, it's twice as many hearts.
Mm.
And there are these like silver versions of bad guys that hit you.
Everybody's
like,
upgraded.
yeah.
They
it's
regain
crazy.
health too. That's the
Mhm.
worst part.
Mhm.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
you gotta
That's
stay on 'em.
super hard.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
And the DLC is like pretty engaging too, in that it's like there's a real challenge in the DLC that they let you they give to you, or they don't give to you. You have to buy it, but
Mhm.
there's some real like actual challenge in it, and it's
I
real
think
fun.
that's good though.
Oh, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
that's
I
really
love it.
good. Yeah.
I love not getting shit the first like 5 times I try. Because then it's just like, okay, I did it. The end.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad about rage quitting in games whenever I can't get something figured
Yeah,
out.
I
Like
get that.
I remember when I was a kid and playing I think it was maybe Resident Evil 0 on the
Ooh.
not 0, maybe I don't know, it was one of the Resident Evil games on the
Ooh,
GameCube.
was it 4? 4's my
No, but
favorite.
oh my god,
4's my
4
favorite.
4 scared the shit out of
Oh,
me.
I love Resident Evil 4 so much.
One of my Halloween looks is actually the Regenerator
Yes.
/ Iron Maiden. It's like
Uh-huh.
a mashup of those
Mhm.
two. It turned out okay, but I mean, like, I was just like, I have to do this guy because he scared me worse than any other monster in a video game
Mhm.
ever has.
Mhm.
Was that guy? I just no.
Or like when you'd shoot the heads off the.
And he's still alive.
Yeah.
Or-
the
or
tentacles
whenever
would come out their heads and
You
shit.
can shoot their legs off and they'll start like jumping on the floor
Mhm.
like a fish towards you. It's fucking creepy.
I
You gotta
love
pull
that
this
game.
up. I haven't.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah. It's fucking creepy.
I haven't
Like the
played
first
before.
time the first time you run into one, you pick up a key card that activates, the guy waking up, and he stumbles into the room, and it's just like the sound that they make. And I'm pretty sure like I unloaded all of my ammo on this one guy
Yeah.
because he scared me so bad, and then I was fucked for the rest
Dude,
of the
yeah,
game.
these guys are fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
intense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Resident Evil is my favorite Resident Evil game. Ever,
Resident Evil is your favorite Resident Evil?
Should I say I meant 4? Sorry, I meant Resident Evil 4.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've played. I've only played one Resident
4
Evil game.
is
It's
really
so
good.
good.
Even
one-
even if you're not like a fan of the Resident Evil series per se, 4 is just a really good game.
The one
Um,
I played was kind of lame actually.
Which one did you play?
I can't remember.
Was it
It's-
like? Was it one of the newer ones? Like
The newer ones
6?
suck.
Was it
Oh, I
6
didn't even
or-
finish 6. It was so
6
bad.
was bad.
It was so bad.
I remember there was a lot of like Middle
shit, I
Eastern
remember that.
like zombie enemy guys.
It might have been
Um,
5. Well,
It may have been 5.
maybe.
I had to pick up a lot of eggs.
Wasn't
It wasn't
6.
6. It wasn't 6.
6 was fucking bad.
5 had a lot, like chicken eggs and stuff.
Yep,
yeah,
that's it.
that
That's
might
the
have-
one.
5, yeah.
That's the one.
It was
Yeah,
It
it's
was
not great.
fun the first playthrough. Like I thought it was fun, but
not like
not-
not unnerving really.
Nah.
But 4 is fucking
4 is so good.
Ooh, 4 is
4
great.
is so good.
Yeah, I definitely.
But that wasn't the one I struggled with. It might have been like the Resident Evil 1 remake for the GameCube. It was one of those that I had some puzzle
Mhm.
where I had to like match the stones up with the statues to open the door or
Yeah.
whatever, and I just could not figure out the riddle. And I
Yeah.
got so pissed. I rage quit and I didn't pick it up for 2 months. I was like, fuck this, no.
Damn.
That's
Alright.
always the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And then, anytime you think about it, you just remember, oh shit, I'm at that part. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I remember the first game that ever made me rage like hardcore was Super Monkey Ball for the GameCube.
I never played that.
Dude, you're just a little monkey in a ball and you were rolling around on these crazy like courses and you just fly off the fucking edge and
Oh,
these
God.
monkeys scream in agony as they're flying off. It's awful. But anyways, we're at about 2 hours, y'all. We can wrap it up if you want. We can keep it going. What are y'all feeling? How are y'all doing?
Don't matter
Yeah,
to me.
all right. Not everyone at once. All right.
Where can
cool.
we find more of you, Amanda?
Really just Instagram. That's my one channel. Eventually I might make a Twitch or something,
Ooh.
maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do YouTube because there's like it's
Yeah.
just a whole clusterfuck.
Yeah.
It is.
But I might make a Twitch eventually. Start doing like videos or something streaming, but right now just Instagram at the Painted
Cool.
Corpse.
Yep.
That's
Go follow
it.
her.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
follow
check
her
out
at
some
the
of those
Painted
looks.
Yeah,
Corpse.
wait for my Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's gonna be good. It's good so far. It's
Everything
really
else
good so
looks
far.
good, so I think you're good. Go to sameolddevils.com/shop if you want to buy some pins.
Yeah, we got we did a little shoot for
Yeah,
some shirts.
yeah,
we got
did
that
the shoots
coming.
finally.
We got a
so.
little bit
It'll
of
probably
that.
be up by the time the show.
Oh yeah, by the time. the
Yeah,
show
just
comes
go
out,
just go
yeah,
check out
yeah.
sameolddevils.com and why don't you look for yourself? See
Yeah.
if it's up there.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
And hopefully you like them. Hopefully
Yep.
you guys want to get some shirts.
Follow us on
And-
Instagram at
yeah.
Same Old Devils.
YouTube, subscribe.
YouTube, you know
all
what
that
it is,
jam.
baby.
On the
And,
website, we got all the places you can download, listen to audio. If you're
Yeah.
not gonna watch it, or watch it.
do whatever you want. It's,
Yeah.
it's all good.
You're
as
grown
long
up,
as you're,
do what
with
you want.
us.
If you're not a grown up, then don't do what you want.
Don't listen to this.
Please
podcast.
don't watch
Don't watch this one.
Just listen to
Yikes.
your parents, kids.
Yeah.
Stay
All
in school.
right. Thank y'all. We love ya.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.